got my scarf, got my old coat. I got a footy game to go to. Footy's on, footy's here again. Back to greet me like an old friend. And, well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. I'll meet a friend outside the ground. We'll argue over who's gonna win. He'll go for his team, for mine. We'll watch him slug it out right to the end. And show me the crowd and I'll take my place. I'm hungry for the taste of it. Well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about football. That's what football means to me. That's how I like my footy to be. And, well, that's the thing about, that's what I like about. Yeah, that's the thing about.
Good afternoon and welcome once again to the Call to Wild on Filming Footy's coverage of the 2022 Hills Football League Finals Series. Jeff Pistol and the team joining you for another pleasant Sunday afternoon with the Division 1 first semi-final here at Balhana Oval as Mount Barker face Uraidla Districts. And of course we're not far from the historic Oakbank Racecourse, and today one of these teams will fall at the hurdle of trying to stay in this season's premiership chase. And of course bouncing up again in fresh fashion after yesterday is the Sultan of Stats, recharged overnight, Jaden J. Hill. Jaden, welcome aboard.
Pistols, great to be here. Should be a cracking contest. The average margin in the elimination final is 40 points, but hopefully it's a little bit closer than that. So it should be a great contest.
Absolutely. And of course the outstanding Filming Footy's community football crew of producer Tommy Hills, and of course the master cameraman today, and John Douglas has joined us, Jaden. So they'll be bringing us all the action here today. So looking forward to it. And also at our worldwide stream, if you're watching throughout Australia, to all the dads, happy Father's Day. Trust you've had a good day so far, and you can enjoy a enjoyable Sunday afternoon just kicking back watching a bit of Hills football. Because Jaden, another chapter today, the greatest HFL rivalry since the competition commenced in the finals. 26th meeting of these great clubs in an A grade final, Jaden.
Yes, correct. And Uraidla, head-to-head count, Uraidla 18 to Mount Barker 8. So should be a great contest. They've played in 5 first semi-finals since 1967, the first one in 1982, Pistols, where Mount Barker won that by 16 points in a high-scoring affair, 132 to 116. So I'm not sure if it will be that high-scoring, but should be a great game all the same.
You said a high-scoring situation. There's also the other end of the coin. In 1997, Jay, Uraidla 5-5 defeated Mount Barker 5 behinds, I believe. The only time in HFL finals, A-grade final, the team has been held goalless.
Yes, correct. Yep. So, must have been a bit wet that day, Pistols. I'm not sure if you were there, but
I think it was. I think it was loaded the Oval that game might have been.
Yeah, right. Bit boggy conditions.
Yes. And here we are at the reserves first semi-final. At the moment, Uraidla 5-15-45 leading the Barkaroos 4-8-32. So a double dose this afternoon at the senior level between Uraidla and Mount Barker. So that'd be, I think, in the dying minute. So it looks like Uraidla are going to advance through to the preliminary final. So, of course, a very good game of footy yesterday. For those who haven't caught up with the news, Hahndorf advancing to the 8th consecutive A-grade grand final, only by 5 points as Loberthal came storming home in a very good game. The Call to Wild Saturday edition, Jade.
Yes, Lobie storming home, virtually the opposite to last week where they had Mount Barker storming home against them. But to Hahndorf's credit, they were able to hold on really, and it was the first time this season that Hahndorf were held goalless in the last quarter. So
nearly scoreless.
Yes,
scored one behind.
Yeah, only one behind. So well done to Loberthal, and obviously they'll be playing the winner of today's contest as the siren's just gone.
Yeah, you can probably hear in the background. So Uraidla have won 5-16 to 4-8. So as we said, they advanced to the preliminary final in the reserves competition, and Mount Barker, well, that's the end of the road for them. So we're just about to wait for the A-grade teams to come out. We've got something special as our man Benny Goldfinch. He's just taking a lead from you, Jaden. He'll be out in the middle.
Yes.
Just catching the coin toss, and also have a couple of special guests.
Ooh, look out.
That's what we thrive for. Sunday is fun day here.
Yes, exactly.
On the Call of the Wild, so
Yes.
we'll have something to come to table. And as always, a big thanks to our worldwide Call of the Wild stream supporters, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive Dartfish, and HFL sponsors, of course, for the season. Police Credit Union, West End, Sports Power, Sharon, the Courier Newspaper, Rostyle Homes, and MAC. And of course, Jane, a special thanks to Closey Supermarkets for their exclusive sponsorship of the HFL Finals stream coverage. And also I mentioned the great support of Sportal, Jane, producing the world's leading scoreboard display technology right here in South Australia.
Yes.
Good to see a little Adelaide company leading the world.
For sure, absolutely killing it they are. So well done to them, and happy Father's Day to yourself, Pistols. Father's Day today.
Thank you very much. Yes, I hope we catch up with the boys after this afternoon. But duty calls, of course. So just waiting now for the A grade team seem to be ready, as the umpires do on cue, and of course the officiating umpires, Reece Williams, who we saw warm up yesterday doing the boundary work. Reece Williams, Ash Brooks, and Bruce Dawes. Boundary is James O'Leary, Steve George Dent, and Jordan Crisp, and the goals will be Kelvin Upton and Alan Ajax Axford. So they're the men in charge here this afternoon. As said, anticipation here on Father's Day. One team will go on, one team will drop up. That's the nature of football. But in the meantime, I think we're about to ready in the centre, so we'll just wait for the Uraidla boys to get out the way. So we will cross, further ado, down to the first time this afternoon, talk to Benny Goldfinch.
Yep. Pistols, you got me. All good, sensational. A bit of line marking going on here out in the middle of Balhanna Oval, and well, what better man to tell us about the conditions of the beautiful Balhanna Oval than the man himself, Shane Collins, Vice President of the Hills Football League. How are we doing? Big day, Father's Day.
It is, mate. How good is this? It's great to see you again too, by the way, and Pistols and the team. It's a wonderful job covering our great league. So, yeah, it is good. It's the Oval's actually a bit chewy underfoot, isn't it? It's had a lot of rain, obviously, in the back end of the season, and it would seem that Onkers played on those weekends when it was holding a bit of water. So, still a little bit soft underfoot, but it will be fair and even for everyone, obviously, and yeah, looking forward to a good contest.
We got the golden whistle winner, Bruce Dawes, just strolling past us here. We're going to have a chat to him. We've lined it up. I had to go through some doors to get to him. So
some doors, literally. No, he's done a good job. Obviously, and a huge part of our team on the HFL board this year, and no, he's been fantastic. Sadly, we're going to lose him with him getting the coaching gig at the West Adelaide women's football team, which is great for him, but unfortunate for our league.
all right, we're just having a look now at the Uraidla side warming up. We know what they're doing in finals. Colo, what are you expecting from them today after they beat Blackwood last week in the elimination final?
Yeah, the interesting thing for me with Uraidla is they've just got that point of difference. All the other sides have got the big power forwards and, a lot of the strength around the ground. These guys are just a little bit different. Turlick brings in something different up their forward half. Very classy player. And, I do have a little sneaky liking that I reckon they can cause some trouble going forward. And if they can get through today, Lobethal obviously had a great contest yesterday, but a few injuries around the place. It'll be really interesting to see what happens over the next sort of 7 days.
We might head out into the middle and have a chat to Bruce Dawes now, actually. But Cooper Spry back in the lineup today. We've seen him when he just started up in the A grade. He's a real talent in this competition.
Yeah, he is. I remember calling, I reckon, 2 years ago with you guys, 2 or 3 years ago, real early in the year, and he showed some unbelievable talent as a real young player. So he's only developed that further and further. So I'm really looking forward to watching him today. And on the other side as well, I think Mount Barker, Billy Stokes coming back into their side today. He's exactly the same, young player with a lot of talent. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Also,
Daniel Bennett's back in for Mount Barker with that premiership winning experience from Blackwood. So going all out, obviously no tomorrow for the loser, but preliminary final appearance against Lobethal next week for the winner.
Yeah, it's just exciting time, isn't it? It's great when you're a footballer and or even coaching and you're involved in this time of year. And obviously our male medalist out here today as well, Samuel Callens, after a big win during the week. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays today after winning that accolade during the week. So, it's quite exciting. It should be a good game. It's a good time of year to be playing footy and, onwards and upwards to the best team win.
All right. Peter Humphreys just heading out here as well. Bruce. Golden Whistle winner is going to join us. Hey, firstly, congratulations on the Golden Whistle award. That big thrill for you.
Oh, thank you, mate. Yeah, definite surprise. I'll give that. Being in your second year of footy, you don't certainly expect to get an award like that. And you have a look at the list of names. There's some good umpires on there, so to be considered amongst that group was pretty nice.
Finals of football. You played in plenty, coached plenty as well, and now umpiring them. How do you go about it as an umpire?
For me as an umpire, it's very much more relaxed, mate. You know, and at the end of the day, I don't care who wins. I just hope for a good game. But when you're coaching or you're playing, you've got that emotional investment, and I fully understand players and coaches get emotional at times, and I'm not fussed by that. It's all good fun.
Colo, any questions for your fellow board member?
Oh, no, he tells me what goes on around here, mate. So, no, all the best. He's done a fantastic job. I mean, we do laugh about it, but, quite a big part of the Hills Football League for many, many years as a player and coach. It's wonderful that he can put the green top on and come out and do what he does. So, all the best, mate. Enjoy the abuse, and we'll be here watching.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I look forward to the abuse. It always makes a bit of fun about it. So, no,
Are you going to blow the whistle here and call the captains over? Who gets that duty?
Yeah, I probably will, and I think I've got the start of the game too, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I've got that honour, so we'll get it going very shortly.
All right, thanks, Bruce.
Thanks,
Oh, here we go. Righto.
There you go.
You've been All right, we got the captains coming in here. Nick Amato, obviously big time player, 2017 male medalist.
Yeah, good players. Actually, throw it back to you, mate. You've watched a lot of footy this year. What do you think about today's game and, the two sides that are put out on the park? I mean, both of them are nearly fully fit, but what are your thoughts?
Well, Ruse got some handy inclusions, obviously, this year. Finished bottom last year, but finished in the top three. That second half last week against Lobethal was very impressive, so we'll see how they go today. Got Ross Brooks, obviously a 2012 premiership player for them, doing the coin toss here with Amato. Both sides have met twice this year, one win apiece. Amato wins the toss and he's kicking towards the tennis court end of the ground. A little bit of a breeze out here, Colo,
Yeah, it is a little bit, just going over to the tennis court area there, but not too much in it. Really interested to see how Geordie Houlihan goes today as well. Yeah. Been battered with injury a little bit over the last...
There was a shoulder concern right on three-quarter time last week, but hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, and the whisper was early in the week he definitely wouldn't play, but I see he's out there, so fingers crossed he'll be important for the Roos up forward. So, no, looking forward to it. Should be a good day weather-wise. It'll be a bit chilly later in the day, but I think looking at the forecast, compared to what we're going to be getting later this week, mate, it's beautiful today.
All right. Let's go back to the central commentary position with Pistols and Jaden. Get us underway.
Thank you very much, Benny Goldfinch, and joined by Shane Collins, the Vice President of the League, here on first semi-final day. Pleasant Sunday afternoon in Woodside. We'll just quickly look at the sides, if we can. Just minimal changes from their opening week of the finals last week, because Mount Barker going down after a good comeback in the last term, of course, to Lobethal in the qualifying final. One change, or a couple of changes there. Billy Stokes coming in. Actually hasn't played since round 17, Jaden.
Yeah, right.
And also key defender Daniel Bennett's coming in, because interleague defender earlier this year. Now, past premiership player with Blackwood, his first year with the Roos. He hasn't actually played since round 13. So rolling the dice with a few guys here in the sudden death. And of course, Cooper Cupkey and Chris Nixon being replaced from last week's side. And as we swing over to the Uraidla Demons. And just the one change there, Cooper Spry coming into the side, and Liam Nickel being the unlucky player to miss out on the Demons, who had a very good win over Blackwood in the elimination final down at Callington a week ago. Conditions were a little bit warmer than they are today, but clear weather at the moment, cloudy, but no sign of rain, which we hope holds off. So all in readiness here for a much anticipated contest. No second prize, as they say. The winner will advance to a meeting with Lobethal in the preliminary final next week, and of course mothball shop pilgrimage for the loser. As we said, the two sides, 26 previous meetings in HFL history since 1967, so keen rivalries here.
Yeah, the average margin is 24 points between the two teams' Pistols, so I reckon it'll be around the 10-point to, 25-point margin. So who's your tip, quickly?
I think Uraidla.
Yeah, I reckon too.
I think Uraidla, but that's notwithstanding the
No.
impact of the Roos. So the Roos will be kicking towards the left of screen,
Yep.
towards the clubhouse and those who know Balhanna Oval. So, umpire Bruce Dawes, who we just spoke to on the spot, holds the ball up, so we're away. First semi-final. Landers versus Baxter. The big man Baxter follows up, still in the centre circle of the ground. So umpires.
Keen to see how Luke Thomas goes today. Pistols had a fantastic game last week and won the beanie and the thongs.
So the ball comes out here. Here's a chance that Basil Bruce gets the first kick of the game forward. The man you just spoke on cue, Benny Goldfinch, Nostradamus we call him. Lukey Thomas Humphrey takes first mark of the game. So Thomas goes long. Big Clark's the target. Fisted down there, mopped up by Worthley. Two Thomas Worthleys playing this afternoon on the respective teams. Ball comes down. Here's a Houlihan testing out that shoulder that he had a bit of problem with late in the game last week. He held the tackle there, so it must be all right. So umpire Dawes balls it up. Once again, Landers gets it down. Lurking is Ferrari, the youngster. Good tackle applied on him by Ryan Babasi. Ball held in. So umpire Dawes certainly earning his money in the opening minute of this game with another ball that comes down to Bruce. Quick hands, nicely intercepted by Scott Taylor. Puts the Demons forward. Big leap there over the back of the pack from Lyons. Goes back and follows up. Kick is smothered. Scrambling football. Good hard attack on the border by Todd Price. Takes the ball to ground level. And umpire Brooks will come in and ball it up.
So early forward entry for Uraidla as it's a free kick. Yep. So that's going to go
Clark, it looks
to
like.
Angus Clark. Yep, we kicked 6 against Nan early in the year. We were there. So interesting to see if he can hit the scoreboard early. 12 goals this season. So Angus Clark, he's got options, but he's unsure. He finds a short option wide, but not the best kick and going out of bounds.
The man standing by the old scoreboard. Bad option.
Well, Turlick was darting around there, but he's gone into the pocket and not the best kick, but early days.
So Lyons finds a short option now, and Stokes has a place in his round 17. Pistol said goes wide. Ball's going to trickle out. Oh no, keeps in good strong tackle by Uraidla, and umpire says holding the ball. So Uraidla's going to get another forward entry. Goes Archie. Archie now has a shot and goal. So what a start by the Northern Demons here. Roland Archie received the handball and goes bang.
So inside 2.5 minutes, the Demons getting the first score on the board, as we said, through the agency of Roland Archie. Bit of experience here. Was a Suns rookie back in the day, Gold Coast Suns, and also spent time with Nord and South Adelaide SNAFL ranks, and also Old Scott. So Archie.
Yeah, great start there by Uraidla. Yeah, great finish.
So, back in the centre, the umpire Reece the Wrecker Williams, who will recommence play. So, once again, with the two young men, Landers and Baxter. Landers gets it down nicely to Taylor. He's pinned in the tackle. Ball bounces out here, spills out here. Worthley again gets it to the Middles and Callums. Calls it back towards the centre, towards Grouts. And G-Banger gets it quickly on to Basil Bruce. Henry Bruce goes forward. Hines territory. Good defensive work by Kluven. Exposes the ball. Houlihan hooks it around the corner. DeMacy. Will it bounce? Last line defence, Kluvenik. Off the last line, steadies, gets it out into Thomas, shrugs off the tackle. Incoming is Amato. He's knocked up in a big bear hug tackle there by Hines right in front of the members' pavilion at the Balhanna Oval. So
Luke Thomas playing a loose player in defence.
So umpire Dawes pitches the ball up. Hines doing the ruck work against Landers. The young man gets it down. Here's Amato, trapped by the boundary, trying to get a handball away. This time he does. Gave it to Tudor, who's unceremoniously dumped over the line by Hines. And once again, the big man will go for a boundary contest.
So what can Mount Barker muster up here? Ball's been thrown in by the academy boy. Hines gets a tap out. Umpire finds a free kick here. It's going to go the way of...
Oh, Guernsey change here.
Yeah,
this
so I
is
was
the
looking at.
Callum Hay.
Wearing Geordie Aitchison's normal
Yes,
number.
Just trying to confuse the commentary team.
I reckon. So hey now.
First year with the club, former Salisbury North player, fitness trainer.
So hey. Gives it a reasonable roost and Can't find the distance though, and rushed through by Uraidla. So Mount Barker's first score on the board. About 5 minutes into this first quarter, Pistols.
So, Redcliffe, who was so good last Sunday, thought about going long, then just deflects the kick out, finds Jacob Ferrari. Had a few shoulder issues early in the season, but good to see him back. So he goes long up towards wing area. Clark is the target, ball comes to ground, Lyons getting involved for the Roos, wrapped up in the tackle, manages to get it back to a teammate, long sweeping handball to Bruce. Team got the teammate who goes forward, is Thomas again. Already knocking up the disposal, so Humphrey Thomas goes short across into Landers, just cleared Payne, gets it back to Amado on the left, goes out wide to wing area, plenty of space for it to work the magic for Gresh. And the sleeves, he gets support. I missed the target there. Strong attack on the ball there, trying to sock it forward was Worthley. Ball comes back here to Macy. Good hands, centering ball in towards Hines, got his hands to it. 3 against 1, you think he'll lose out there, which he does. Ball comes back out here to Taylor. He's run down by Hines. Great persistent and second effort by the big man there. Damien Hines.
Last week Pistols in that second half, he kind of single-handedly got Mount Barker back into it with a booming goal, and that's great forward line pressure from the big man.
So 23 for the season. It's going to be beyond his distance. He chips it short. And, getting a bit of treatment that one. There was Marshall Howe. Just past the under 18 player. Exciting young man. So, to earn
Roscoe Brooks just having a bit of a spell. Ethan Bell ready to come on for Dale Payne.
So Howe, 8 goals for the season so far, the young man. So chance here to bring the first one up on the Sportal scoreboard. For Mount Barker, they're 1 behind. And Uraidla with the 1 goal at the other end. So Marshall Howe is checking the wing there, Matty Lloyd style. So kick from about 30-35 metres. Slide angle. Nice drop punt. Umpire Ajax Ackford doesn't move. Jaden J. So first on the board on the Sportel scoreboard. Barkeroos 1-1 leading at Uraidla 1 straight.
Well done to Howe there. So interesting stat here. Pistols. Mount Barker has won the last 3 first quarters against Uraidla. So in the last occasion it was 26-24 at quarter time. High scoring affair in the first quarter. So it looks like we could get another one here. So.
Absolutely. As you said, 2 evenly matched teams coming in. Of course, Mount Barker, the big improvers of the season, winning the Wooden Spoon last year, risen to finish 3rd after the minor rounds. Of course, lost last week, 10 points to Loading, so they got the second chance option here this afternoon against a good finals experienced side in Uraidla. Kick smothered there from Taylor. Baxter grabbing the ball, he's moving into the ground, so he picks himself up and he'll do battle again with Landers. So the leaper. Down here, Bruce felt about putting the slipper in it, but that could have been in danger against Taylor. Umpire Brooks lurking. There's no prior, so he will come in and ball it up. So 8 minutes just ticked over, 1 point ball game here.
So Amado out of the stoppage here. Gets the handball over. Ferrari inside forward 50, looking for Turlick, but good spoil there.
Yeah, good work by Grouch.
By Grouch. And going to be a throw in here, so Uraidla getting the centre clearance there, pushing forward. A point behind in the game, only early though.
That was Samuel Scuds also involved.
So Ruckjewel, front position, double hand down by Clark, clearing kick for the Barkeroos. I think that was against the Bennett's. Good to see him back in the side. As we said, he hasn't played for a long time, something like round 13, boys. So good to see how he holds up. So out, last touch, free paid here. So in front of the Doring Roos faithful, put back in by Thomas. Oh, big leap from Turlick from behind, front of the scoreboard. Grouch coming through. Umpires whistle is gone. They'll have a ball in. So right in front of the old scoreboard, not working today, but the little one has 1-1 Mount Barker, 1 goal straight to Uraidla.
So what can Uraidla get here? Oh, taken out the right there by Clark. Gets the handball over. I think it was Taylor, couldn't get the clean possession. He's going to get the free kick though. Scott Taylor, former South Adelaide prospect. So
time at Old Scotch as well, Jaden.
So Taylor goes short.
Ferrari off, Brazier having a bit of a go.
So Nick Amato.
So Amato came third in the male medal. Yeah, he's actually been in the best players. He scored 27 goals this season, been the best players in the last 7 outings for Uraidla.
Cooper Spry on for his first go. It's Taylor off. Jade?
So Amato, thanks Benny, goes in the side of the square. Pat goes up, bit of a scrummage here. Can Uraidla snag a goal? Tackle there by Uraidla, keeping in their 25 metre zone there, and it's going to be a ball up, Pistols.
Because Cooper Scry hasn't played since round 12 as well, so but both sides rolling the dice here with a few players who've been on the injury crowd for a period. So ball hacked out here in front of his scoreboard. Ruse with a chain of handball, comes to Billy Stokes, another one who's back in the side after a lengthy absence. Clearing kick, but here's Cooper Spry right into the action. Of course, his sister Lily being part of the Uraidla's HFLW Premiership side a couple of weeks ago, which of course was covered here on Ball of the Wild. So Spry puts it back forward down the corridor. Big leap there. Waiting at the back was Lyons. He's got a runner out here.
Great mark.
And Hallahan, the boy from Shepparton, chips it up the line. Here's Thomas again being involved. He's had about 4 or 5 possessions already. Tells a bit of candy, then goes to the handball. Gets back to Brazier. The young man nurses up the line and finds Harry Allen, who was so dangerous last week. Jaden J actually kicked a couple of goals in the opening term, and he would fall for the game.
Yes, I believe he scored 12 in the last 4 outings. Allen, he goes forward here. Bit of a scrummage at the moment. Oh, well done by Grouch. Gets it out here. Mount Barker goes, cut off by Thomas. Yeah, he's running rampant at the moment, Benny. So Thomas now goes wide and just finds the target.
Catch.
Yes, let's
Price.
catch. Yep, so Price now goes forward, finds Clark. 12 goals for the season. Out his range, I would think.
Already the 2 former Nord boys in Clark
Yep.
at the forward line and Thomas down defensively, as he did last week, having a big influence.
Yes, they are. So Clark now kicks it to the square. Pat goes up. Oh,
Amato.
there he is. Amato, out of nowhere, has kicked Uraidla's second goal.
Great goal. That was very opportune. Just have a look at the replay here. That really should have been punched through. 2017 male medalist and the skipper. Right to the line. Just watch him here, just hovering.
Yeah,
Bang.
the lines,
Great coming work.
talents. Wow.
Is he in the goal kicking top?
Top 3 for Uraidla.
27, he's
27,
28 of
yeah.
course for the season, so the time that the SNFL at
But
Nord
still,
and
yeah,
Glenelg.
Luke Thomas all by himself here in the defensive 50 still.
There's a chance for the Roos, they storm forward there, but getting back again, surely. Perhaps you should get someone just to run with Thomas, because
He's got no man on him, so he's obviously the loose defender, but
he'll certainly take it to the football if you man up on him. So Humphrey Thomas goes long up the wing area, getting back and taking good mark is Hay. And Callum Hay nurses the ball low, up the line, spilt there at ground level. And it's the basic line. Here's Archie, gets it back to Slade, up the line. Daniel Bennett's in the sleeves this afternoon, chips in and takes a defensive mark. Of course, nurses it down the straight across the line. Finds a teammate there in field, goes to the outer wing. Here's a chance for Howe. Goal kicker. Amato again, quick hands. Gives it to the run there of Uraidla. Deep inside 50. Grouch sticks up the Duke and controls the ball well for a defensive mark. Sorry, Scuds it is. Look alike. So Sammy Scuds back across the line. Finds a teammate out wide. So trust you enjoying the call of the Wild. It's Father's Day special here. Balhana Oval Hills Football League first semi-final. Mount Barker and Uraidla districts.
So, now Barker now looking to go forward. Oh, good tackle pressure. Oh, well done by Amato. He got the handball. He dribbles it forward. Finds a sort of a target, and is that Price, I think? Yep, Price. So, Uraidla now looking to go forward. Oh, sells the candy. Goes forward inside forward 50, and yep, finds the G-train, Turlick.
sensational there by the elder statesman in the Uraidla lineup. 35, 36-year-old.
So Turlick.
And obviously Turlick leading goal kicker this year.
Yep,
G-Train.
52 for the season so far, boys.
So, for former Northern Melbourne player, Turlick.
He's coached Tanunda to a premiership in recent times before joining the Demons.
looking to get Uraidla's third goal here. So put Mount Barker on the back foot. So Turlick now. Bit of an angle, but not beyond him. Strolls in, puts it on its way. Not going to go through the big sticks, and just a good tackle there.
Nice work, Lockie
By
Schultz.
Yeah, the young man.
Keen to see
Yeah,
how
Lockie
he goes
Schultz,
today. Had a bit of an injury concern last week, but good to see him still out there.
So ball up. Clark gets it down here. The Roos would be just happy to walk that ball over the line. You can see that they get the long clearing kicks at the moment. The defence in the last line's under a bit of pressure here. Ball comes down here. Uraidla pushing as they do. Here's a chance. Price had a bit of an airy across the face. Amato. He'll conjure up something. Oh,
Oh no, Mount Barker. Come on.
Hang on, the goal umpire just boundary umpire.
Oh, lucky.
Oh.
Lucky.
But as I say, they just had this knack of conjuring up scoring opportunities. And, Mount Barker under severe pressure.
Last
One of the
line.
players there not looking too well either. Is
No.
it Grouch or Scuds? We'll wait and see. But the
I
behind
reckon
was
that's
the goal.
Jamie Grouch.
So ball comes out here, but quickly it's going to come back in.
Jordan Houlihan coming back onto the ground, and Ethan Baxter having a bit of a spell.
So Thomas sends it in long at the back of the bus. Scuds lurking once again, dangerous territory. Turlick over the ball. Coming over the top of him was Grouch to make sure the ball was held in
Rue's
there.
last line is really
Yes.
on edge here.
So 16 and a half gone.
Blood rule, is it?
Turlick's just looking a bit ginger at the moment too, but
He is.
he's limping.
And hobbly. Umpire Bruce Dawes still virtually in the teeth for goals here.
Oh.
Clark going to get through it under grab.
Once again, once again. Andrew Bruce would
Yeah.
be just livid with that.
Yep, Mount Barker coach.
That's 2 goals now, right last line.
There was a Mount Barker player actually calling for touch, but goal umpire was pretty confident that it wasn't. And Uraidla get their third goal.
Perhaps opportunity to go upstairs. Could it be? What's this? Clark just grabs out the ball. No, I think, Howell maybe, but it's in the book, Jaden. So 17 and a half minutes gone. You're right, just getting a little bit of a mini break here for that goal to Clark. Meanwhile, here's the ball going forward. Here's the young man in Schultz. Got a pack of Demons after. Gets a tomato, already busy, curls it round the corner. Finds Turlick, juggling mark. No, couldn't hold it out of bounds. Right from the scoreboard, as you can see, 3-1 plays 1-1. 7 and a half minutes gone here. Trust you're enjoying our coverage. Brought to you by Closely Supermarket and Sport Talk.
Callan's getting ready to come back on, the male medalist for the Roos. James?
Yep. Thanks, Benny. So, Academy boy throws it in. Clark goes up, gets the tap down, and umpire Bruce Dawes says, "Give it to me." He's going to ball it up here. So Clark and Hines now in the ruck. Yeah, we're going to be a free kick to Hines. Holding on there, so Mbaka are going to have an opportunity to get it outside their defensive 50 pistols.
Yep, so the former North East League footballer. A couple of seasons now with the Roos go to switch his play out wide. Finds Worthley in the long strike. Puts it up line here. Oh, intercepted there. Comes back to Worthley. He's just possessing a slim tackle. Ball comes out the back door. Here's Ferrari. The youngster just lays back on the kick. So they confer there. And ball out of bounds on the full. So we'll have a resulting free kick. Barker Roos.
Henry Bruce coming off. He looks okay today with the elbow, heavily strapped though, and Samuel Callan's back on with the Roos with the ball in the defensive 50. Had been kind of around this area for the last 5 odd minutes, Jaden.
Sure has. So ball's going to come out here by Hines. Pat goes up. Couldn't get a mark. Now Barker are going to... No, they're not. Great tackle by Uraidla on Worthley. And umpire Reece Williams says, "Give it to me." It's going to be ball up here. So Hines going to go up in the ruck. Oh, went up by Taylor. He takes it out. Oh, great smother there by Hines. He's been good the last couple of minutes for the Barker Roos in defence. And it's going to be a throw-in. Pistols, 19 and a half minutes gone in this first term.
So Hines, the bigger body, against the leaping young man in Landers. So So Academy boy, high pitch. Hines, Landers, little draw would call that. Down to Callens, who took out the male medal during the week. Well done to him. He's held up in the tackle. So once again, big men do their job. This time Landers gets it down, taken away by Callens on cue. Puts it forward. Bennett's territory. Looks like he's been swapped up the other end of the ground. Benny Goldfinch, keep an eye on that. Good tackle applied there.
Yeah, all the
by Hallahan.
matchups are even now in the Roos forward line, so Thomas no longer loose.
So Hallahan. Ball comes down here, trying to crash his way through there. Demons.
Keen to see how Bennett goes in the forward line. Kicked the match winner for Hills in the interleague match.
Did indeed. That was Gresh getting involved. So here's a chance for Bell. Ringer Bell started on the interchange, flicks the ball up. It's all Demons though. Ball comes back to Amado, already busy. Pushed as he kicked it, but the umpire said that's okay. Ball comes back. Here's a chance for the Roos. Grab the ball through field, but in the meantime, I think it's Schultz. The young man has been infringed.
Marking contest, Hines just across the chops there. Free kick for Lockie Schultz.
So Lockie Schultz, here for the Bay Grade Games, certainly hasn't looked out of place, the under 18 skipper. So nurses the ball forward, target up there, over the top. Good defensive mark taken for the Roos there.
Malachi Lyons.
So Lyons up the line, finds Henry Bruce, who actually played last week's game with a dislocated elbow from Friday night. At Auskick, if you can believe that, Goldie, he slipped over, went to brace his fall and dislocated the elbow. So good effort by him to play. So here's our man, the Zinc man, in Heartland, chips it back to Bruce, who in turn, it's a nice little kick-off, should have been a mark there. Followed up nicely though. Comes out here to Callens. Thought about the handball, but Worthley on the mark held him up. So Samuel Callens will take the mark right in front of the Barkeroo interchange bets.
So Hines couldn't quite take the mark, and Taylor there make sure it didn't go any further. And it's going to be a throw in. So Academy boy right on the edge of Mount Barker's forward 50 here. Can they muster up their second goal of the game? So Hines goes up, gets a double fist tap to Bruce. Bruce trying to find Callens, but well done by Taylor, just sockers it out. And no, couldn't quite get the mark there, Uraidla. I think it was Schultz. Ball just scrappy at the moment. Lyons now receives the handball, goes inside, forward 50. Now Barker pick up the ball here. It's going to be a bit of a scrummage. They're trying to scrap it out, get a clean possession. Bell gets tackled, and umpire Brooks says, give it to me. So Uraidla holding on there, Pistols.
Yep, Uraidla defence, hot tackling there. So Landers gets it down. Worthley lurking, goes to ground. Take it off hands there. Billy Stokes.
Yep,
welcome back, Billy.
Yep, great goal.
They said they haven't played since round 17.
To say they needed that was an understatement. Just felt like Uraidla getting on top for a period, but Roos have wrestled that back, so that was good goal.
Absolutely. So Billy Stokes, his 13th for the season. As I said, he's been missing the past couple of weeks. A knee injury, but obviously do or die contest today, so good to have him back out there, and he's repaid the selectors'
Well, he's
faith.
apparently been busy in rehab. Pistols got through a few tests, and good to see him out there because he's a big-time player.
Absolutely.
Cooper Spry back on the ground for Uraidla. Worthley having a bit of a rest.
So Landers against Hines. Ball comes down. Here's Amado. Umpire Dawes rules he was illegally tackled, ridden into the ground, so the skipper will take the result of free kick. Also bobs up the old commercial on TV. Jaden Jays, he puts the ball out into Jacob Ferrari.
So Ferrari now goes inside forward 50, looking for Clark with the ball too much on it, and Hines is going to take the kick. So Mount Barker now trying to get it outside their defensive 50. 24 minutes gone in the first term. So Hines goes wide. Pat's going to go up here. Houlihan went high. Amado couldn't get the ball out of bounds right in front of us here.
So you can see, good crowd in the house, and why not Father's Day football here on a Sunday afternoon at Balhanna.
See if Tommy can get the aerial shot up from Aussie that he took. Just take a bird's eye sort of look at
this one we prepared before. So throw in. Academy boy pitches it up. Ball will drop short, working his way to the front of Landers. Comes to Hines, who was able to gather the ball. Bouncing ball over the head of Bell. Good rebound by Rudliff. Puts it back inside 50. reading the ball nicely there was Lyons. Quickly goes to the outer wing. Here's Billy Stokes, the last goal kicker, takes the ball. Then little dinky kick up the wing and finds a teammate out.
Good
wide.
period here for the
Hallahan.
Roos.
Yeah, you're right, Benny.
So Hallahan, Shepparton product, puts it forward. Good grab, couldn't hold it. Here's Bell, dangerous. Gets the ball tapped on cleverly, but Rudliff's back there. Anticipated well, comes across the ground and finds News in Tommy Kluvenik.
The Kluvenik now finds Amado. Amado takes his time but goes into the middle. Could not get the mark. Callens now, Let's goes to Lyons. Lyons gets the handball out to Stokes. Stokes goes wide, looking for a target. And, dropped the mark there.
Ryan Babasi.
Babasi has to mop up here, try and get the ball back. Good follow-up, good tackle.
Yep.
And it's locked over the outer side here, guys. 25 and a half minutes gone, and there goes the siren for quarter time. Uraidla, 3-1-19, leads by a goal. Mount Barker, 2-1-13.
So, trust you're enjoying our worldwide coverage here on the Call of the Wild through Filming Footy, as Jaden J said. Early lead here to Uraidla in their first semi-final from Balhana Oval, and we'll be back with more shortly here on the Call of the Wild.
Amado from the Uraidla Football Club, and you're tuning into Hills Final Football.
Sammy Callens here from the Mount Barker Football Club. You're tuning into the Hills finals for today. Go Roos.
Welcome back to Call of the Wild on Filming Footy and special Father's Day first semi-final action at the Hills Football League here from Balhana Oval. And a pretty good game on offer in the initial stages. Here quarter time, Uraidla 3-1, leaving Mount Barker 2-1. Goals for Uraidla from Archie in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. Nick Amado and Clark, so plenty of experience getting involved there. And from Mount Barker, Howe and Stokes. So Benny Goldfinch, pretty good as we anticipated. Never say die final. So
Yep.
both sides right into it.
A couple of those Demons goals, Andrew Bruce would be disappointed. They came right on the goal line. But as we can see here, Amado kicking one, and then Angus Clark out of the ruck, I think, the next one. But a good response. Billy Stokes back in the lineup today after a few injury concerns for the season. As we hear, just Angus Clark out of the ruck, getting a nice little toe poke for Uraidla. We'll see it shortly. Luke Thomas, I thought he was dominant early, but they managed to man him up.
Oh, yes,
And
great rebound, as he did last week, if you recall.
Can't afford to let him
just so dominant against Blackwood.
Can't afford to let him just roam across that half-back line. Just noticing Dean Turlick getting a bit of work done by the trainer there on the right ankle pistols at quarter time. As we saw, he was a little bit proppy during some of those congested situations in the goal square. So obviously an important
And of course,
player in the forward line for
you're at
them.
their pre-match, Benny. Can you just give us a bit of a run down the turf? It looks pretty good.
No, it's fine. It's just certain areas on the wings pistols, just a little bit soft.
Yep.
And in the forward line. But overall, no, it's fine out there.
So, speaking of that, we can see Turlick Right in the middle there, addressing.
And Mark Yench.
Yes, with the dartfish
Oh, look at
beanie
him.
in too. Good to see him in uniform. So the team is just breaking
But
out.
there was just signs as we headed towards quarter time. Pistols, Jaden and Pistols of Mount Barker's style in that second half last week. They started to flick it on, use it nicely. Good use of the ball.
Good to see some of their runners. As you said, Billy Stokes back in the side. He picked up a few touches. Also, Hallahan.
Yes.
The pace and Ryan Babasi. So, they'll be looking to see those runners get in the action because they love to move the ball pretty well.
The scores are just about identical to last time, the first semi-finals here between these two teams. In 2019, it was 14 to 18 in favour of Uraidla, and it's 19 to 13 in favour of them. It's actually the first time since round 7 2020 that Mount Barker's lost the first quarter to Uraidla. So, as I said, Mount Barker had won the last 3, but interesting to see if they can redeem themselves in this second quarter, and they were looking good at the latter parts, like you said, Benny. So here we go.
Because these two sides playing off in the earlier reserves first semi, which is a victory to Uraidla 5-16 to Mount Barker 4-8. So looking to double up here this afternoon, the Demons in advance to the preliminary final. So all in readiness now. Second term, umpire Reese Williams holds the ball off. So it'll be Baxter against Clark. The big man gets it down for Uraidla. In the meantime, umpire Williams has called infringement, but raced out centre by Callens, who has found Callum Hay just inside the centre 60-metre arc.
That was silver service from the male medalist. Keen to see how Harry Allen goes today after he kicked 4 goals last week. He's opposed to the fellow number 10 for the Roos and Jamie Grouch. So here's Hay. Bang on 50. So this will be a nice start for the Roos for the second quarter. Gives it a real heave there. It's gone through for a minor score. So that's the Roos' second point. They go to 2-2. Uraidla 3-1. And coming in from the tennis court end here, looks like Nathan Uraidla with the ball. Thumping kick of the ball. Was in the best for Uraidla last week in the elimination final win. But as I say it, Dale Payne cuts off the mark.
Commentator's curse struck.
And Payne kicks the ball inside 50, looking for Damasi. We know what he's capable of. Clearing kick out of defence by Taylor, but once again, the Roos cutting it off
The Zinc man.
through to Zinkman there in Hallen.
So Hartland versus up the line, looking for Payne. Payne takes a good grab there. It's the two similar looking Roos together in Worthley and Payne. Payne nurses it up. Houlihan was the target. Close to the boundary line is that man Thomas, already in the action in the second term, just walks the ball over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. So early stages of the second term. Of course, the battle will stay in the premiership fight. Scrambling play close to the boundary line. Getting out his highs. Got opportunity, flicks a handball forward. Here's Rudliff, just decides to run through, concede the point.
Let's see what the kick's like this time. Usually a good user of it. So Nathan Rudliff. He goes a short pass, that's better. Finds Price. So Price. He goes back to Luke Thomas. We know what he's like with the ball. Usually a good user of it. Kicks it out towards the wing. Callens, though, sets himself on it. Beautiful handball from the male medalist over to Scuds. Chain of handball, Worthley. Henry Bruce. Lace out pass dropped there by Damasi, but he earns a free kick.
So Damasi quickly. Bullet pass inside. Here's Rudliff again. Marching the back line, got it to Amato. Amato back to Thomas. Just knocking up the positions. Puts up the line.
Oh!
By Baxter. Mason Baxter, the young ruckman, takes a good intercept mark.
He liked that one too. Callens is racking up the touches early in the second term. Got away from Harry Allen. Kick inside 50. It's been repeat forward entries from the Roos. Uraidla's defence under the pump. Here's Taylor. Looking for an outlet in Amato. Went over his head. Here's Worthley in the Uraidla variety. And he's ball held up.
You can just see the class here of Sammy Callens.
Very good user of it. Classy.
The guy who won the medal. So Clark gets the ball down. Here's Callens again. Worn closely by Worthley at ground level. Ball held in, so the umpire will come the ball up. Yes, Callens just displaying that class. I think his first 5 polling matches were all best on ground.
Yep, correct.
Angus Clark grabs the ball from the ruck. Malachi Lyons sets himself. High flyer. Great second effort. Earns a free kick for a high. smack bang in the middle of Balhanna Oval, and you just get a feeling like the Roos need to capitalise here, Pistols, because they've got the early momentum in the second term.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So, Malachi Lyons, of course, gets the time down at Sturt. Astudis Pubis, a victim last year, but good to see him healthy this season. Puts it high. Over the back was Houlihan. Just couldn't complete the mark. I was going to say usually known for the high-flying marks, but that one was more of a chest mark. He just couldn't hang on to it. Was, had a shoulder problem last week. Good to see him back out there in this do-or-die final. So, Cattenboy will pitch it in. Just over 4 minutes gone.
Peter Sutton barking instructions here at ground level for Uraidla.
So, once again, Clark front position. Attempted clearance there, smothered. Good work at ground level by Slade, I think it is, the vice-captain. Ball held in there.
Ball has not gone past centre in Uraidla's favour in this term so far, but still neither side got a goal on the board.
Good tight football as you expect as they fight for survival this season. Oh, implemented kick there by Taylor. Almost a scissors kick out of bounds, so Worthy will take the result. Last touch, free kick for the Roos.
Alrighty, Worsley kicks the ball inside 50 for the Roos. They're getting repeat forward entries. Thomas went up along with a few other Uraidlers. That's a flying shot at goal for a miss. Couldn't quite pick up the player. I think it was Dale Payne perhaps. So Mount Barker to go to 2-4, Uraidla 3-1. 3 points for the margin, 5 minutes gone. Second quarter here of the knockout semi-final. Closey Supermarkets and Sportal, the major sponsors for today's game from Balhanna Oval.
So Rudolph a bit underside, but he decides to go to the outer wing. Ball comes to ground. Here's Archie. Sits out a ball out wide, direction of Ferrari. He's corralled it pretty well. But looks like it finished too high there in the tackle. So Jacob Ferrari take the result in free kicking. Chips the ball across.
Cooper's ball, is it? Or
Paddy Kepper.
Sorry.
A little bit bigger, got a similar hairstyle.
Yep.
So Paddy Kepper just nurses the ball up the line. Low down mark taken by Scotty Taylor. That's had plenty of experience. South Laden Scott.
Wearing Matthew Viddick's former number.
He is indeed.
Number 3.
Thomas Worthley is wearing an old McLean number.
There you go.
All the legends coming out in the second generation. So ball comes down. Held in there. So this could be the first forward entry.
Yes. Oh, Henry Bruce.
So here's Hay. The ball tries to bull his way through, but he's
Gone.
not getting out of that tackle. So strong tackle applied, and Clark, well, he's a big man to try and get past. So Clark, who started impressively, has the result in free kick.
And he's found Luke Thomas, who's drifting down from defence into the centre half forward line. So Humphrey, kick forward for the Demons. Turlick sliding in, got a bit of work done at quarter time on the ankle.
Oh!
No issues there with the blind turn. Centering kick on the left. Who's there? Amado high fly, backing back with courage. Oh, Callens, he started the second term beautifully. Chiselling pass out of defence.
So Marshall, how. The ball, of course, kicked the first goal for the Roos. 7 minute mark, first term, goes out of side wing. Clark getting across and unopposed takes a...
Oh, it's a free kick for the Roos though for a block out.
So it's going to go to Hay.
Bennett's back on the ground for Heartland.
So Hay, let's see if he can make hay with that turnover.
Field.
Out here finds Field to be run down, got his kick away, up forward. Flash the bodies there, but coming in is Gresh. Take the result in the set mark. The Iron Fist, as he's known.
Rock solid back six for Uraidla.
Absolutely. Plenty of experience and a blend of youth. Here's one of them in Kluvenik. News goes out towards Ferrari. Good battle there against Hallahan.
Hey Jaden, how many forward entries have Mount Barker got this second quarter in the 8 minutes?
So 9 forward entries to 2 in favour of the Buckaroos at the moment, Benny.
For 3 points.
Yep.
Uraidla's defence showing up there. Boundary throw in half forward line for the Roos. Thomas going in. He's wrapped up in a tackle. So 3 points the margin. Knockout semi-final. Winner will go through to the preliminary final. We'll play Lobethal next Saturday out at Arkabar Oval in Heathfield. Bit of rain this week, so we'll see how it goes. Allen round the corner. Kick out of defensive 50. Lockie Schultz, beautiful handball. Tried to get it Ferrari. Clever work from the athletic big man. Kicks to forward line. 1-on-1 contest. Oh, Turlick outdoes his opponent there. He'll stroll in and kick a goal. Only a few inside 50s for the Demons to start this second term, but the efficiency was there, and Turlick brings up the Demons 4th.
So what's that? 3 inside forward 50s for Uraidla, gets the goal. They've had 21 kicks to 15, so they are dominating the possession tallies. 8 handballs to 6 in favour of them as well. 16 tackles to 11. So the tallies, they're virtually winning apart from the forward 50 count, boys. So they're up by 9 points at the moment.
Jacob Ferrari just coming off after being involved in that passage of play, sucking in the big ones. Just his run along that outer wing was decisive, and good bodywork experience from Turlick. Got rid of Scuds, his opponent, and a run-in goal. So back in the centre, Clark up against Baxter. Baxter tried to flick it. Amado, cricket pitcher, Baxter intercepts his Callens, gets it to Stokes who left the ball behind. Oh, great turn out there by Brazier to Clark, gets it to Spry, gets it back to Amado, runs inside 50. The chop out here by Grouch because Turlick was lurking once again.
So was Archie. Grouch.
So the G-bunger out wide and finds Billy Stokes.
Yep, Billy Stokes takes the mark with that left knee strapped. So Stokes goes to short pass, but that's going to be chopped off by Rodliff. Rodliff just around from Mount Barker's interchange bench. Goes to short pass to Thomas. Very nonchalant kick inside 50. Oh, just over the Grouch's head. And it opens up for Lockie Schultz. Handballs to Amado. Through the ball on the boot. Last line here, desperate stuff. Free kick for the Roos. I reckon it's gone to Bennett's.
A bit of push and shove at ground level. So cameraman today, John the Boss Douglas, right down the barrel of the lens there. So it'll be Bennett's, this premiership player at Blackwood, before crossing over this year to the Roos.
Field here.
So Field goes further up. Here's coming across.
Oh!
Great courage by both players, and Bill and Landers. Ball spills. Here's Bruce. Got across to Marcy. He's going nowhere, courtesy of a big tackle from Humphrey. Luke Thomas.
Playing
so
a great
Luke Thomas,
game. Playing great game.
Arguably leading the opinion for the Beanie at the moment, Jaden Joe. No, only second term. He's having a big effect. Gets it across to Paddy Kepper.
Okay, so Kepper, outer side wing, kicks the ball forward. Pack forms. Kluvenek's down there for Uraidla. And the ball's held up right half forward line for the Demons, who are now getting a few more inside 50s after Mount Barker controlled the forward entries to start the second term. Mount Barker 2-4, Uraidla 4-1. So a bit of a break, 9 points the margin. Here's Allen. Throwing the boot forward. Pack forms, they'll double fister out of defence. Here's Henry Bruce. Right position, right time, kicked it up to the wing. Kepper versus Hay. Nice work, Kepper. Handball over the top to Kluvenek, and Demons go forward.
Searching for the lead here. That's a great contested mark by the young man in Jesse Landers. Impresses me every time you see this young versatile ruckman. So Jesse Landers, I fancy his chances here. He's kicked 7 goals for the season, boys, so far. Good work by Kepper out there. Got some assistance with that defensive rebound, which you like to see. So Landers, kick from just inside the 50 arc on the left. It's going to be offline. Drifting across as Ross Brooks gets the Daniel Roberts style fist over the boundary line. For throwing right in front of the members for being here at Balhanna Oval. In front of a pretty good crowd.
Tommy Jepp's the runner today. Maybe there's a late chance to get into the Uraidla lineup.
Assistant coach Peter Sutton working the magnet board there. Great servant of the club. So, throw in. Dangerous territory here for the Barkaroos. Meanwhile, the whistle has gone from umpire doors. Ruck in fridge, but looks like it is going to go to Callens. Indicating use of an elbow there. So Callens, the medalist, puts up the line.
Watch out, we're going to get.
We'll get a touch stat here, and almost Ethan Bell coming in for special comments there. And Payne. So right in front of us, filming footy van, we'll have a boundary throw in. As Callens just getting a little bit of treatment off the ball here. Billy Stokes getting involved. So plenty of fire as you'd expect in this knockout semi-final, Goldie.
Real heave-ho from the boundary umpire, like his work. Clark front position gets it to Amado. Pack falls down with the 4 players. So we'll go again. Clark. Here's Stokes. Got the handball to Damasi. Held on to. Free kick. for the Roos. Edge of the centre square.
By Williams laying down the law.
So Damasi. Field. Doesn't go in that direction. Goes in the middle of the ground to Ethan Bell. Worthley coming onto the ground for Mount Barker. So Ethan Bell. Stop-start football. He'll go, well, he'll take on around Thomas. Kick forward to the half-forward line. Down there was Bennett. Went over his head. Sweeping handball from Hines to Henry Bruce. Put this one down for a goal.
Very good transition. The answering goal. After you only got the first one the second term. And nice work. And finished off by Henry Bruce. His 21st goal for the season. Basil, as he said, coming into the game. That elbow problem last week. Done an Oz kick. Shouldn't play with the big boys.
No. Well done to him and well done to Mount Barker. 10 inside 50s to 8 in favour of them. So Uraidla catching up with them in the 450 count. But 30 kicks to Uraidla, 24 for Mount Barker, 16 handballs to Uraidla, 8 to Mount Barker Pistols. So as the 14 and a half minutes gone in this second term.
Yep, so Uraidla 4-125, leading Mount Barker 3-4 on the Sportal scoreboard. And also thanks to Closies for their exclusive sponsorship and support of the Call to Wild filming footy coverage of the Hills Football League Division 1 season. So back in the centre, umpire Reece Williams will recommence play. Baxter, Landers, comes down here to Spry, handball to Amato, sweeps a long handball to Thomas. Attempts a Barry to barrel forward. Oh, big leap over the back there. Ball comes down. Stokes, clever hands. Got it back towards Howe. Howe's kick, though, finds an opponent in Cooper Spry, as we said, back in the side this afternoon after a lengthy absence.
Spry kicks the ball beautifully to Schultz.
10-point service, Goldie.
As Pistol said, under 18 captain for Uraidla. Thought he was done last week with an injury, but great to see he recovered and he's playing this week. Made his A-grade debut in round 5 against Lobethal. Extremely athletic, likened to Luke Thomas with his speed and leap. Mainly plays across half-back. Well, he's playing in the forward line.
So Grouch crumbing. Happy to work that one across the line for a rush behind. And we'll take the resultant kick in. So ball out of side. Oh, dropped there by Lyons. Here's a chance for Schultz again. Gave it to the runner Spry. The youngster starting to have some impact. Puts towards the top of the square. Grabs it. Houlihan forces it through. So consecutive rush behinds for the Demons. So Grouch will bring it back into play. 4-3 plays 3-4 on the Sportal scoreboard. So Grouch long up the line. The target is Baxter. Appeared to be held onto by Kluvenik. Kluvenik gets it out to Amato. Amato gives it to Taylor. He's got support there from Thomas. Gives it back to Ferrari back on the ground. Curls it round the corner. Coming to meet it is Roscoe Agogo and the, what would we say, veteran Mount Barker skipper. Pushing up to 300 games, Goldie, but only kicked 24 in those games.
Premiership player for Mount Barker at this ground in 2012. Kicks the ball, or tried to get it to teammate there in Grouch, but it's turned over by the number 10 for Uraidla and Allen, who kicks the goal.
It's just brilliance from Harry Allen. Just brilliance, Jaden Joe.
Sure was. That is now 36 kicks to 28 in favour of Uraidla, 23 kicks to 9. Obviously, Allen got quite a few early goals last week against Blackwood. And well done to Uraidla. They extend the margin out, Pistols.
Yep, 5-3. Plays 3-4, just over 17 minutes expired second term. Pete Sutton there, once again, working the board. So one apiece during the minor rounds, boys, these two teams. So Uraidla just marginally in front at the moment, 11-point margin. So back in the centre, Baxter was the leaper. Here's Taylor, starting to have an influence. Goes out wide. Here's Spry, is certainly working to the game after a lengthy absence. So Cooper Spry, as he said, his sister Lily, part of the HFLW victory by the Demons a couple of weeks ago. Gets it, here's charging out, it's Big Clark. Got his hands to it, bang, he goes to the turf. Ball out wide. Brazier clean bowl there. Roos following up strongly to hold the ball at ground level. So he just sense the urgency now for the Roos, Benny. 11-point margin, but they wouldn't want the Demons to get a couple more, that's for sure.
In the forward line for Uraidla. Big Clark, that was good presenting there from the big man. Cooper Spry, been impressed with his return. We know what he's capable of. Just starting to hit their straps, Uraidla. 11 points the margin, 19-minute mark. Roos need a response. Damasi kicked into his teammate there in Houlihan. Meantime, Uraidla are going forward again. Price, he's earned a free kick.
Sick man. Buried him.
So Price. Oh, he goes to Amato. This is a good side for the left footer. Goal. Well, quick thinking there from Price. Decided not to go back and have a kick for goal. Went to the Skippos, kicked his second.
So 2 goals in the space of 90 seconds, Jaden.
Yes.
Ring, ring, ring. Alarm bells.
I reckon it was 40 kicks to 29 for Uraidla, 25 handballs to 9 in favour of them as well. So they're winning the disposal count quite comfortably at the moment. Inside 50s, 13 to 10 in favour of Uraidla as well. So that's 29 goals for the season now for Amato. Pistols.
Just their presence of mind. Uraidla, very good there. And Mount Barker got to tidy up. So Hines having a run in ruck. Landers gets it down. Taylor involved again at ground level. Holds the ball in there. Big Hines over the top of him. So once again we will have a ball up. So umpire Brooks sets it up. Hines goes unopposed. Gets it down towards Callens. He's under a bit of pressure there from Worthley. Locked up at ground level. Will it come out? Hines gets it. Hacks it forward. Coming out to meet it was Hay. Sport there. Here's Thomas again. Oh, clever handball. Gets it to his partner in crime. Rudolph puts it out wide. Sport there was Brazier. Close to boundary line. Spry involved. Oh, nearly got away with a good fend off there. Close to the boundary line still. Too high perhaps. No, umpire letting it flow. And in the end puts the whistle to the mouth. Umpire Williamson comes in and will ball up. So 20 and a half minutes gone. 17-point margin in favour of the Demons here in Calder Wild. First semi-final day, Hills Football League Division 1 competition. And coming up at half-time, Goldie, we might have a look at an extraordinary result yesterday in the preliminary final in the Country Division.
Half forward, we will. The man who was there will join us, plus talk about other things as well. Big couple of weeks coming up in the Hills Football League. Div 1 grand final, couple of weeks at Nan. Already plans in place for how we're going to make that fantastic. And also Macclesfield next Saturday at Country Division A grade grand final. So we have to take the van around the hills. Final couple of weeks. Meantime, free kick here for Hines, is it? Or no, Hines is going to give the ball to Damasi, who goes to Grouch on that raking left boot. Right to the line, couple of roos down there. Good spoil by Kluvenek. His spoiling is sensational during this term at the moment. He's going to go in again, is he? He's going to toe poke it, but it's a free kick here for the Roos. So desperately need a goal here. They trail by 17 points with about 4 or 5 minutes left in the second term. Young Ethan Field kicks the ball inside 50 with a bit of a mung, and that's chopped out there by Nathan Rudloff. Rudloff, Thomas and Kluvenek.
Yeah,
fantastic defensive trio.
You've got to be more precise with those forward passes. Clark, the big man, rises high. Just in front of the Mount Barker coaching box. So boundary throw will take place. So 22 minutes just ticked over. Mount Barker in charge here. It's Clark.
Oh, big man.
Down on his haunches. Don't know what happened there. Whether he got a bit of a love tap. Here's Field. Oh, good diving mark by the youngster.
Liked his game. Ethan Field half forward line, a half back line for the Roos. Goes a short pass to Malachi Lyons. Oscar Walters moaning the mark. Need to get going, the Roos.
Clark just a little bit of pie play with the Mount Barker coaching
Lyons
staff.
Goes along the wing. Pack forms. High flyer was Houlihan testing out that shoulder. And okay.
So Thomas. Yeah, it just suggests that maybe Clark was dealt a bit of punishment off the ball there, but he's back up and running now after sucking in the big one. So that man, Thomas, Goldie, racks up another position.
Kicks it along the wing as Houlihan has a bit of a breather. He's not looking 100% with that shoulder. Kicks it up towards the half forward line. Here's Thomas once again, absolutely patrolling that back line well for Uraidla in this match so far. Continuing on from the elimination final. Kepa holding the ball up. And is that a free kick for the Roos? Yes, it is, holding the ball.
That last contest, Hay came in strongly. I think it might have been on Thomas, and actually Payne, his teammate, was in a little bit of pain at the moment. As you can see him at the top of the square, the top of the screen. took more of the knock than the intended target, but in the meantime, DeMacy, who has kicked 16 goals for the season, because former Nuri the Tiger, spent some time at Central Districts as well. So important kick here, it suggests Goldie.
Premiership player, multiple premiership player. Hines coming off the ground, and he's kicked the goal.
I tell you what, John Douglas on the roof of the van would love that one, straight down the barrel. So much needed goal for the Roos, just to give them a little bit of a steadier here.
JJ Hills.
Cheers, thanks Goldie. So 36 kicks now for Mount Barker, but 45 for Uraidla. 17 inside 50s for the Roos. They were losing that count by 1 or 2 earlier, but now they're leading it. So Uraidla have 13 inside 50s. Handballing count 30-10 in favour of Uraidla. Now Barker's pressure has been really good. 40 tackles to 33.
So back to 11-point margin here as half-time looms. A pretty entertaining first semi-final battle here. British Football League. Trust you're enjoying the Call to Wild coverage through filming footy wherever you're watching it. And all the dads are having a good day. So Landers in front, wins the ball down. Once again, pack situation. DeMacy, the last goal kicker involved there. Umpire Dawes comes in and will call it up. So young men gather again. Oh, deflection there comes to Basil Bruce, puts it forward. Steaming out there was Hay. Ball comes to ground. Kepper. Here's a chance for Callens. Worthley is applying the pressure there. So 2 Tom Worthleys out there for the respective sides. So ball will take place centre half forward. So Barker pushing for a goal late in the second term. So Landers gets it down. Bell feeds out a handball.
Oh, Billy Stokes.
Billy Stokes. Minor score for the Roos.
Yep. 26 minutes gone. Mount Barker 4-5. Uraidla 6-3. Nathan Rudloff once again doing the kick in for Uraidla. From the entry gate end of the ground here at Balhanna. Knockout semi-final. So Rudloff will pump the ball with that long kick out towards Landers territory in a big pack forms. Ball hits the deck, shoveled out by Howe. Must be legal. Stokes goes to Henry Bruce, who throws the ball on the left boot, kick forward, 1-on-1 contest. Nice work by Ethan Bell. Clearing kick though by Rudloff out towards the boundary. And they've got some numbers out here, Uraidla, as Schultz handballs over to Brazier.
Yeah, Brazier coughed up, good enough to go back this way, that way. Oh, tried to find Amado, chopped off there by Ryan Babasi. Heavy tackling there, and just an opportunity perhaps lost for the Demons. As umpire Dawes comes in, a ball up out of side wing here at Johnston Park in Balhanna. Callens gets it back to Henry Bruce. Long handball towards Howe. Ducked the chutney as he was under pressure from Ocky the jockey. Walters comes out here to the zinc man. Hartland.
Go.
He can steady, nurses it up the line.
No.
Coming across his nose, Kluvenik takes a defensive mark and sends the ball back from whence it came. But in the meantime, half-time siren goes. So what's been a pretty entertaining first half, which sees Uraidla in front 6-3 to 4-5. Jaden J, 10-point margin.
Cheers, thanks Pistol. So inside 50 count there, 19-13 in favour of Uraidla. Kicking count 48-41 in favour of Uraidla as well. The tackling count though, really good pressure by Mount Barker, 44-43. So there's a sum up of most of the tallies there. Handballing count 32-16, also in favour of Uraidla.
So the Demons led by 6 points at quarter time. They've marginally extended that to 10 points now at half time. So we might take a short break, then we'll be back with something special from yesterday, and also we might have a further chat to the man in the know here on the Call to Wild. As I said, back shortly.
All right, half-time here. Knockout semi-final. Mount Barker leading 4-5. Uraidla 6-3, so 10-point margin. Entertaining opening half. Goal kickers in the second term for Uraidla were Turlick, Allen and Amado, and Henry, Bruce and Damasi for Mount Barker. Now, just having a look at some of the half-time highlights of this one, but yesterday there was certainly a big highlight to end the preliminary final, Jaden, in the country division contest out at Birdwood, and we're just going to roll through the last couple of minutes here, which was an incredible finish between Meadows and Kangarilla to get into the grand final. So here we go. Let's have a look at this.
No, it's all done. Here. Get it round. Take a mark. Get it in, Lucy. Get the ball. Hold it in. Hold it in. Throw. What was that throw? Play that song before he kicks. Yeah.
So there you can see it. Meadows through to the grand final after an incredible kick after the siren by Daniel Stock to defeat Kangarilla. And the man who was there was Shane Collins, of course, and he's joined... No, he wasn't. He's joined by Pistols out at ground level to have a bit of a chat about the final so far and all things Colo style.
Thanks very much, Goldie. And so it's an exciting finish in the preliminary final there yesterday, Shane Collins. So you almost get a stat there as the ball comes in. But now, grand final this week in Country Division. Just take us through Hills League, what you got planned for it?
Yeah, really exciting time, and on the back of that game yesterday, the emotions are all up and about, aren't they, for our Country League, which is great. So, Macclesfield Oval next Saturday. We're really looking forward to that. Obviously, the wonderful work that you guys are doing with the live streaming will mean that we'll get to live stream the grand final, and we've also locked in a big screen for the for both grand finals. So we'll be at the ground. You'll be able to see all the action. If it's down the other end of the ground or you've missed something, you'll be able to see all the action that you stream out of your beautiful little hut here, and that'll be on the big screen at the Oval. So really looking forward to those new introductions.
I've had a few requests or inquiries, Shane. I suppose it's based on the last couple of years with the COVID situation, which was probably with the reduced numbers. People wanted to know if they had to go and buy a ticket online or it's get back to normal where you can just roll up and get them at the gate again this year?
Yeah, just at the gate this year. We did certainly look into some systems in regard to pre-purchase, but there's just some costs associated. We just want to do a bit more work in that space. So at the moment, it'll just be at the gate, and Mackie there, they've got two gates that they'll open. There's a pedestrian gate that you'll be able to get your ticket and go through, or the drive-in gate, the normal main gate there at the Oval. So yeah, there's a bit of rain forecast around the hills this week, but the Oval, we went out there last week, had a meeting with the team over there. The place looks in fantastic conditions. So really looking forward to it. Should be a great day.
Yeah, and in a couple of weeks' time, obviously the Division 1 Grand Final at Nan. Nan hosting the big dance for the first time, so I know their preparations are coming along pretty well.
Yeah, it is. It's ever since we sort of told the club that we voted that we'd take the grand final to Nan. They've done a power of work to Bronte and his team. We've met with them a couple of times about some initiatives and different things we're going to be doing for our grand final day, and they're doing a heap of work there. The place looks great. Oval's in fantastic condition. They dodged a lot of that wet weather games at the back end of the year, so that worked in their favour, and we're really looking forward to it. We think it'll be two great weekends of country, not only country football, but more importantly, Hills football.
Now, as we talk about ending this current season, I know you guys, the board, the Hills Football League, are already in planning for next season because football never stops. Just a few initiatives regarding the player points and also the juniors. Can you just give us a bit of a rundown how that's progressing?
Yeah, it's obviously been challenging. We started a bit late, so we were behind the eight ball a bit, and really been working hard to try and catch up. And just in recent times, we've been able to do some forward planning, and we've had some real positive meetings with all the clubs in regards to just offering some different directions that we might look at for the future. And one of that being the point system. We checked around at a lot of other leagues around the state and different things they're doing, and we just thought we probably could add something to our league. And we've taken that to the clubs. We gave them a few weeks to go away and have a think about it, and they've all come back really positively around that situation. So it'll see some small tweaks in regards to the point system. The main one being that there'll be no reason moving forward for clubs to apply for extra points. If they've got they want an extra point for a player to come into their team.
This is a banking type system,
yeah,
correct?
It is. So every club will be given 3 points basically in a bank, and they hold that for 3 years. So if they want to use 1 point every year over the 3 years, go for it. If they want to use 3 in 1 year and the other 2 they get none, that's up to them. But
so they've got no comeback. If they come back to you, Shane, say we want some more, no go?
100%. So what it does, it takes out, and we've just seen in the last 12 months the board change at HFL level, and that may happen again. And what then happens is obviously you get some inconsistencies in regards to the interpretation regarding applications that are put in. So we take that completely out of it. It's now up to the clubs to manage that extra point system rather than who might be on that board at that time and the way that they're interpreting the application at their hand.
I know there's problems with junior football throughout country South Australia, but I suppose one of the situations we have here, because you have the 2 divisions in the Hills, the Division 1 comp, the stronger one, then the second tier division, country division, where they do struggle with the Colts. Any thoughts towards sort of upgrading that? Yeah,
we're doing a heap of work in that space, and once again we started late, and we just put together the under-14s for the country division, and we had some clubs that could be involved in that, and then thankfully Mount Barker and Harndorf had excessive numbers in that age bracket, so they filled that competition there, and it's been really well played out. And next week's grand final, Kersbrook up against Harndorf, who have made it through, which is great. Meadows lost yesterday, so they've had a really good year in that age bracket, so it's been good, and we just really feel like we can grow off that. We've still got a lot of work to do in that space, but we've got to keep the dream alive for these country clubs, that any kids in their region, they get that opportunity to put their strip on and go out and run for their home footy club.
And I think we were talking off air earlier about just the passion of the country, the rural side of competition, I suppose, if we can use that terminology. They just really love their footy, don't they, in the country division?
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm lucky enough for the last couple of weeks on the Sundays I've gone out to the country finals, and I've just loved it, the passion and the emotion and that community spirit that those country clubs really bring in. And it makes for great football, great contests, and I'm really looking forward to next week. It's going to be a great day of footy finals, and best team will win.
Hey, just talking quickly on footy finals, just what we've been covering here and filming footy the last few weeks. The crowd and the turnouts have been pretty good at all the finals we've covered so far. And you've got to be happy with today. I know it's Father's Day, a few other things on, but good turnout once again.
Yeah, absolutely. And remembering today, we've only got Uraidla and Mount Barker in both senior games as well. So, but no, the crowds have been really good. It's been interesting, hasn't it, with the back to normal in regards to footy finals, and even the clubs have found they, have forgot how much food to prepare and how many people to have on deck, because in the last few years, they've only been able to have sort of 1,000 people there. So, it's been really good to see and really see the communities come back and support their football clubs, support local football, and it's been a great environment at all games.
Good on you. All right, Shane, thanks for joining us here at half-time. It's a pretty entertaining game, and on a 10-point margin, who wins?
Well, good question. I think Uraidla probably are going okay. I'd love to see Geordie Houlihan fit. That's hurting him a little bit, not having him up there. But, hopefully it'll be a good second half. And just quickly, thank you to you, Goldie, the team, to John. It's amazing what you guys do for our league, and we really do appreciate it. Good
on you. Thanks very much, Shane Collins, for joining us as we cross back to the van.
Okay. Thanks very much, Pistols and Colo, for that chat. And just wait for the microphone to come back. Mount Barker in their huddle. We're ready to get going here for the third term from Balhana Oval. obviously important start, Jaden, to the third term. You got any stats regarding third term and finals or these two sides?
So, Mount Barker averaged a score of 16.4 against Uraidla, and Uraidla averaged a score of 16.6 in the third quarter. So, they both average around 2 to 3 goals in the third quarter. This season, Mount Barker averaged a score of 17.5 in the third term, where Uraidla averaged a third quarter score of 23.4. It's actually their best quarter, is the third quarter this season. So, not the greatest signs against Mount Barker, that stat, but it'll be interesting to see if Mount Barker can have a third quarter like they did last week against the Tigers Pistols. So
coming to the bench for Uraidla, Oscar Walters, Lockie Brazier and Cooper Spry. I think Tom Worthley, Ethan Bell. Sorry, I'm eating some food here. And Marshall Howe.
I'll tell you what, boys, it's the phone's telling me it's 11 degrees, but I can tell you, being out there with shade, I reckon it's about 8 degrees. It's a little bit chilly here, so no doubt both teams will be keen to get warmed up as play resumes here. So 10-point margin in favour of the Demons. One of these sides heading to the mothball shot, the other one to the preliminary final against Loberthal. As the ball comes forward here, here's Stokes. This way, that way. Gets kick back towards the centre. Oh, nearly a big collision there. That could have been real sort of trouble, but Taylor takes the ball forward. And Mark taking there.
Jesse Landers, that was exceptional, right in the middle of the ground.
In the meantime, Turlick has raced through to kick the first goal, and that took just exactly 30 seconds, Jaden Jones.
Absolutely brilliant.
correct, Pistols.
Tommy Jett goes straight out to him, the runner, and says, well done. That was great work by Jesse Landers in the middle of the ground.
So how can Mount Barker respond? 16 points to margin. Inside the first 30 seconds there. Just a live score. Meningi was up by 11 points against Taylor and Benton in the River Murray.
Because Meningi looking to keep the club
Yes.
going, because the last year the Meningi Bears can be the Cats. I shouldn't mention Cats after last year.
No.
So-
Especially you shouldn't, Pistols, yeah.
Exactly. So here's Callens, feeds the ball off to Bruce. Bruce goes long to side 50. Twiller has a target, used his body there, but in the end, a good mark taken by the Iron Fist man in Thomas Gresh. Developing to one a good young defender. It's a league footy, so high kick. Here's Landers getting involved again. Ground level. Love his work. As I said, impressed every time we see him got the handball out there to teammate. Kick smothered. Slade applying a big tackle there on Ross Brooks. Ball held in outer side wing here at Balhanna Oval. The score of the Wild. Coverage being brought to you exclusively by Closies and also Sportal. So, ball still wing area. Looked to be impeded there. Was Callens. Yes, indeed he was. So the reigning medalist. Of course, dual best and fairest for Mount Barker, so just adding the association medal to his accolades. Over the back, News Kluvernick just stood there behind the pack and took a really simple chest mark.
Is that going to be a 50-metre penalty, a 25-metre penalty for your Uraidla? Umpire Brooks says. So going forward now, Kluvernick goes inside forward 50. Turlick there, and don't worry about that, it's a goal! It is a goal by Kluvernick, and Uraidla have started this quarter in awesome fashion for them.
Kluvernick was demanding the ball get back to him quickly because he could see what was upfield, which was an open goal square. And that was sensational work there by one of the great versatile players in the competition.
I was going to say, the ultimate swingman, Goldie. So, key defender, but he certainly knows where the goals are, having spent a lot of time up forward as well. And on that occasion, just said, just raise the eyes, open goal square, I'm going to go for this. And got the maximum return. So back in the centre, Landers, who's starting to have a big influence. Here's DeMacy, gets a high kick out towards our commentary spot. Bouncing ball, Callens there. Also leading the race was Hines. Here's Stokes. And he's shoved over the boundary line by Thomas. So the Academy boy will pitch the ball in right in front of the Uraidla coaching staff, who are no doubt buoyed at the moment as their side leads 51-29.
So what can Mount Barker muster up here? This stoppage. Bit of a scrummage at the moment. Bruce gets the handball out to Stokes. Stokes goes inside forward 50. Oh, there we go. Payne. There it is. Great crumbing work by Dale Payne, and he responds for Mount Barker. So the margin back to 16 points. nearly 4 minutes gone in this third term, and a great response there, Pistols, by Dale Payne.
Yep, 36 goal for the season. Of course, was their leading goal kicker last week. So Payne, as you said, J&J, well called. Great crumbing off hands and off to the races. So just countering those 2 early goals in the second half by Uraidla. Mount Barker pulling it back, 16-point margin here on the call of the Wild. So
Just a little bit of info on Dale Payne. Forward, midfielder, also a plumber, best friends with Roscoe Brooks. And so it's good to be best friends with the captain, Pistols.
yes, so ball hack forward, but Gresh, intercept mark there, waste no time, puts it out here to Landers, who's great diving mark. It's the versatility of this big man. Mobile.
We have some great ruckmen in this competition.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, puts it further afield. Another one was his target in Clark, but getting in front was the young teammate in Ferrari. So Ferrari puts it up. Here's the lance, Archie over the back. Flick that. Here's danger. Here's that man, Harry Allen. So his second of the afternoon, and Uraidla. This is entertaining game of footy, but Mount Barker, just every time when you think they're trying to get back on an even keel, J&J, Uraidla respond with something special as we watch this Ferrari. The long kick. Archie with the big leap. Amado. Oh, quick hands out here to Harry Allen. Just curls it through. Great work.
Tell you what, Harry Allen knows when to kick goal in a crucial time. Kicked 4 last week, 32 for the season. And it's 22 points the margin, Pistols. So
Well, I'll tell you what, we've just had 5.5 minutes, J&J, and
Yes.
4 goals kicked already between the two sides.
So back in the middle now. Callens, can he get rid of it? Umpire says give it to me. Good strong tackle there by Taylor. So ball up again. Oh, just waiting there. Oh, Amato, here we go. So gets the ball inside forward 50. Gets another centre clearance. Ball goes up. Crumbing work there, but the tackle by Jamie Grouch was a bit too eager. I think I know.
Price.
Yes, it was. Yeah, Price. He handballs to was it Amato, was it? And he has a kick, but no, he goes for a behind.
Just the awareness we spoke about in the first half, the awareness of Uraidla, where their players are around, and we saw then just a quick play on. And the Roos just got to tighten up on that. It looks like it's going to be lines to bring the ball back into play. Rather chilly conditions now, late Sunday afternoon. Here's that man Landers again juggling. Martin not paid. Said the umpire, yes, in the end he has paid it. 3 or 4, perhaps a little bit of chopping. Just swayed the umpire Brooks. So Landers puts it back inside. Oh, the top is Turlick. Can he crumb it? Socket it forward. Last line of defence there was Stokes. Oh, dives on the ball. Great effort there. Got out to the run of a teammate. Finally gets a high kick away, but here's that man Landers, his partner in crime, Clark, beside him, takes the mark. So big Angus Clark, former Norwood player, spent some time in country Victorian football as well. Just nurses the ball up the line. To lead of Price there. Roos defence under pressure. Ball held in there. We'll have a ball up.
So Mount Barker looking to respond. 23 points to margin. 7.5 minutes gone in this third term. So Clark goes up in the ruck, gets the handball out to Taylor. Taylor couldn't get the kick away. Tackle there by Houlihan. And umpire says give it to me, umpire Bruce Dawes. Won the golden whistle during the week, boys. So
Of course, soon to be the coach, SANFLW of West Adelaide. So we wish him all the best. Ball comes down. Clark got a ball forward, intercept by that man Roscoe Brooks. Puts it up. Here's Hay off hands, going to ground was Payne. Cricket pitch area. Hines got a quick kick away. Here's foot race on. Will it sit for Bennett? It's got 2 to beat here. It's Tudor, Gretsch, and finally Woodruff combined. Put it up here to Kluvenek, already a goal kicker. So News puts it up the wing area. Here's Ferrari, and just the ball movement now. Precision work by the Demons. And Scott Taylor comes to the bench for a rest. Misses the target there. Here's a chance for the Roos. Overrun it was Field. Oh, going nowhere was Houlihan. Held in there, but looks like he's run out for a legging free kick. And a 50-metre penalty, I'd suggest here. J&J will advance the cause for the Barkaroos. Of course, Houlihan spent some time in VFL ranks with the Bombers.
Oh, so ball a bit scrappy here at the moment, but they get out of it, Mount Barker. Well done. They go inside forward 50. And yeah, it was a chop of the arms there to Henry Bruce. So Bruce now, obviously, you said I dislocated his elbow last week. But playing on here. So Bruce, can you get the margin back to 17 points?
Kicked a goal in the second quarter, Jaden. That's in fact 21 for the season.
So Henry Bruce strolling in now. Can you respond for the Barkaroos here? Going on his way. Kicks it, but it's a minor score. So the margin is now 22 points. 9.5 minutes gone in the third term.
So, Uraidla, handy lead here on the Sport Hall scoreboard. It's Uraidla fronts out the square and goes bang up the wing area. He's got the tall men there, Kluvenek and Landers. Ball deflects. There's a chance for Callens. You know he'll use it, and he certainly does as he puts it straight down the throat of the lead of the big man in Hines.
Two-time club leading goal kicker, having a great season. Husband to Kate and has two girls, Alba 3 and Olive 10 months or 12 months.
Yet to get one on the board this afternoon, Goldie, so important kick here right in front of that cameraman, John Douglas.
He's a plumber by trade, helped build the Summit Oval,
We'll see if
and
he
he's kicked a goal.
He's tapped into that one okay.
It's his 24th goal for the season. And gets the margin back to 16 points. 10.5 minutes gone in the third term, boys. So, Mount Barkus still in the game here. Would love to get another one.
I was just looking here, boys. Mount Barker have not been able to kick consecutive goals in this game. It's always counted by Uraidla. So, all that changed. Certainly they'd be pushing for it to get just that little bit closer, as we said, 9-4-6-6 here in the corner. Well, trust you enjoy our coverage worldwide through filming footy. Ball comes out. Here's Callens. Hacks the ball forward. Bell coming to meet. Here's Amato. Gets out to Gresh. Goes out wide. Foot races in. And a bounce over line. So it'll be last touch Payne. I think we'll find Ethan Field will bring the ball back in. Just down from the adoring faithful to Barkaroos. Giving a bit of encouragement there. Underneath the tent. So Ethan Field puts the ball right in front of our commentary spot. Humphrey Thomas at the back was going to leap. Stayed at ground level. Here's Hurlahan. You can see him wince there as he was tackled. Perhaps protecting that shoulder. As umpire Williams comes in and will take the ball right in front of their commentary spot here in the wing area. So Rutjul, Landers gets it down. Here's Amato leading in the race, close to the boundary line. Taylor pushed as he got the kick away. Coming to meet it was Field. Oh, cleverly controlled by the young man in Schultz, the teenager. Goes long up towards Price. Good spoil there for the agency of Scuds for the Rouge. Puts the ball over the boundary line.
So can Uraidla push the margin out here? The Academy boy is going to throw it in on the paint of 50.
James O'Leary.
James O'Leary, yep.
About 250 games running the boundary.
Yes. So throws the ball in. Clark goes up. With Baxter, and Houlihan's looking a bit ginger, isn't he?
Definitely in trouble with that shoulder, that's for sure. He's not enjoying life out there at the moment. Jaden, here's the man who is. Clark gets the ball. He tries to balance. We've got across the Spry. Spry in turn gets it out here. Clever hand by Taylor. Go to Amato. Kenny curled it back. No, says umpire Ajax. He looks like someone from Antarctica. He's all rugged up. Just shows you how cold it is. Got to keep the flag fingers warm.
Yeah, feeling the weather. So Lions now. Spent some time at Sturt. Malachi as he goes out here for Mount Barker. Finds Houlihan. Courageously playing on at the moment. So Houlihan, what can he find? Can he find something in the middle? He's going to go on the outer side. Finds a short target here in Bruce. So Bruce now finds another short target.
DeMacy.
DeMacy. So DeMacy looks to go in the middle. He does. And it's going to be downfield free kick.
Yeah, young Schultz perhaps over exuberant there, put DeMacy down, so the result relay free kick. Houlihan.
So Houlihan's
I think it's going to be Field. Houlihan perhaps the longer kick, wanting to claim it, but come back to Field.
Yep, so Field now going to go inside forward 50. He does. He finds the free man. And the mark or free kick, take your pick, to Tom Worthley. So Worthley now right in front of us basically.
Be right down the barrel of
Bossman John.
Bossman John's camera. So Worthley here. Hasn't been a major goal kicker this season, but this one will certainly be very important if he can nail it. So he kicks from the 50 metre mark, got close to the man on the mark. Ball comes up, here's Hines. Can he do something special? Not on this occasion, out of bounds on the full. So good crowd still in the house here, as we said Father's Day today. Good crowd in to watch Father's Day football here, Adelaide Hills, Balhannah. As we said, the famous Oakbank race course just up the road. Ball nursed up the line to Uraidla. Takes some possession football for the Demons as they sort to work it out. So back in front of the commentary spot, setting himself as Gresh, through his hands, here's Landers, ducked the chutney, wrapped up by Houlihan. Umpire letting it flow there. One calling holding the ball, one calling too high. Umpire Brooks Rye chuckle. So Landers gets us down the throat of Amato. Amato, a quick high kick away. Price is the target. Good defensive ball by Scuds. Here's a chance for the young man in Schultz. Handballs it forward. Lurking is that danger man Allen. Can he get some space? On this occasion, puts the boy out in front of him, recovers it, has a ping at the goals. This could be something special. Slipping over was Ferrari. Controls it, gets the handball back to Spry. Good work by the veteran in Grouch. Relieved the danger situation. Got it to Billy Stokes, who clears along the outer wing.
So, free kick to Mount Barker. Now to Macy. He's going to play on. He's going to find Hines. Hines going to take the mark. Uraila's going to mop up here. Keppers around the ball. Hines around there too. Trying to get the ball out, but he can't. Well held up there by Thomas. And umpire says give it to me. So ball up here. So Rucks go at it. Now Barker now get the kick out. Tommy Worthley's couldn't get a clean pick up.
Which one?
But
Yes. Tommy Worthley's doing battle there.
So
Worthley will come out with the ball anyway, Jaden.
yeah.
So, ball up from umpire Brooks. Landers gets it tapped towards the boundary line, goes out of bounds right on the interchange gate area between the two sides. Plenty of vocal support coming from between the two camps down here at the moment. So the academy boy will pitch it back in. Landers and Baxter to do battle.
Yep. So
Big
Rucks go at it, and it's going to be a free kick.
Tunnelling.
Tunneling. So
Just basketball rules.
yep, going to be free kick to Landers. Yep.
The umpire doesn't know which way to go. He pointed the wrong direction. He's paid it to Landers. Okay.
So anyway, Landers now looking to go in the middle. He goes long and strong towards the forward 50. Players went up. Callens now at the bottom of the pack, but the ball's going to be rushed out to your Pistols.
Barker play it down behind play. The umpire door's actually blowing the whistle. He's in a little bit of distress at the moment. Scuds came down heavily. He's bounced back up and.
A few comments. Darryl Nichols says, afternoon, lads. Nathan Schwartz says, come on, Uraidla. Let us know where you're coming on from. The Hills Football League Facebook page, Filming Footy YouTube, and Call of the Wild Facebook as well.
Here's Brooks. Quick kick away by the skipper, and as far as Spry, it's hot potato. As soon as he grabbed it, he's wrapped up in the tackle by Grouch. So plenty of heat in the kitchen at the moment. So the Roos 6-6 trailing Uraidla 9-5. So they need to get a hurry on to keep their season going. Comes out to Stokes. Stokes high kick under pressure. Camped under as the big man Landers. Taken by DeMacy now. Goes forward. Here's a chance for Hines. Goes Thomas. Umpire Brooks right on the spot. It's ruled infringement by Humphrey Thomas against Hines.
Now, we saw his impact last week, Pistols and Jaden, in that game against Lobethal with a thumping kick. We've talked about that already.
We'll know get the distance here, Goldie.
This will bring it back to, well, a marginable
11
points. Lots of changes happening for the Roos at the moment on the Pine.
So Hines has kicked the last goal for them. So the chance here, that was some 6-7 minutes ago. So Hines knows where they are.
So Hines now.
Indeed he does.
And there it is. So back to 11-point margin versus deja vu from last week when Mount Barker were pressing late in the third term against Lobethal. Mount Barker now. A bit of momentum, Pistols and Goldie. 11 points the margin, about 19 minutes gone in the third term.
Yep, good game of footy here. 3 goals apiece in this third term.
It's been a good response here from Mount Barker after Uraidla kicked, 3 of the opening 4 goals for the term, and then back-to-back goals from Hines. And Roos are looking all right at the moment. See, they need the next goal though.
Indeed they do. So Hines in the centre. They do the ruck work against Landers. Ball comes out into Archie. Left foot clearance forward towards Price. Back here taken by Heartland. No real pry there as he goes to ground level. So the ball will be balled up by umpire Dawes. So Hines, Clark comes down to Taylor. His kick was smothered by Heartland, who follows up the Zinc man. Once again Taylor, good work at ground level, got it to Ferrari, the youngster, bang up the line. Umpire Dawes calling that Ferrari put down after he kicked it, so a resultant free kick. And once again another coach killer there. Goldie, just Andrew Bruce would be frustrated with that.
Yeah, and one of our favourites, Oscar Walters, is going to have a bit of shot from the pocket.
Ocky the jockey.
Getting some real support here from the Roos supporters in the pocket.
8 for the season. Difficult angle here, the conversion. You can see the rider screen, so looks like he's going to go for the drop punt, the thread, the
He gives
needle.
them the double cobber.
Tell you what, he loves it. Don't have to Barkaroo crowd too. Ocky Walters.
He's saying, give it to me. And well done by Walters, and brings the margin back out to 17 points there. So, bit of a, relieve the pressure there, Uraidla, I guess. And, 17 points
That's
to margin.
great effort by the
It is.
little fella.
Drop punt as well, didn't try to go
behind, you can see
the banana.
Well, he's known as an absolute pest of a forward. So there you go.
I think he was mentioned as being a bit of a pest. So, previously, here's Taylor, who's having a pretty good game. Experience there. South and Old Scots, of course. So umpire Dawes comes in and ball up. So 21 minutes just ticked over. So Uraidla trying to consolidate this league heading into 3/4 time. Ball locked up in there to Macy. So umpire Dawes once again a ball up. So Landers, Hines got it down to Bruce. Quick hands out to Grouch. Got it sit for him. Cleverly taps it forward. Goes to ground level. Oh, improvisation by Rudolph as he just booted it forward off the ground. Here's Schultz. Handball. Uraidla pushing, but field. High kick back towards Babasi. And a mark taken by Hines quickly. Moves the ball on. Overcooks it. Kepper runs straight through. Handballs across to Archie. Cricket pitch area. Goes out wide. Here's Price will be the target. Cutting off there. Oh, should have been taken by the Roos. Ball still to ground level. Price still involved. Here's that man Allen, I think it is. Hacks it forward. But a defensive mark taken off the last line of defence by Ross Brooks, the skipper.
So Ross Brooks now goes wide. Finds Lyons. So can Barker hold on here? Don't want to concede a late goal. He goes to Hallahan. So Hallahan now. Look at assessing his options. Goes towards middle to Stokes, I think.
Ryan Babasi.
So Babasi now.
Oh, there's a card going to come out here.
Ethan Field was the player, not getting the yellow card, but Jesse Landers is getting the yellow card.
Wow.
So right in front of the van here, boys.
Players short here, but
Bruce Dawes just saying, yep, off you go.
So Jesse Landers coming together with Callens, who's sucking the big ones. Bit of push and shove there.
There's also a few spot fires going on as well.
Yes, I think starting to heat up here in the chilly conditions at Balhana Oval.
Is that a 50 as well? No, it's not.
Ball's coming back. Umpire Dawes laying down the line there, the golden whistle boy. So it'll be Callens.
So Callens, yeah. Can you get me a Barker late one here?
So just under a 3-goal margin here, Jaden. So he puts it forward. It's a big leap. Oh, the top of Bennett. Here's to Macy. Can he get 3? No. That's the imposing wall there of Clark to try and get through. So here the tee for goal here. Roos pushing for a late one. Bruce. So Pete Sutton down here, the assistant coach, ringing the changes just to their right. So puts the player down now. Clark curled off the ball. He's out the back door. Here's Allen. He's tackled. Well, somehow got it out to Spry. In turn, got it to Waters. Got it to Ferrari. Great work by the youngsters of the Demons. Bouncing ball first, it'll be there. Hartland. Schultz closes on him. Great tackle applied there. Umpire Dawes says no prior, but some of the young guns of Uraidla getting involved in that passage of play, Jaden, from defence to forward.
Yep, great strong tackle there. Bruce Dawes balls it up. Well done there by Mount Barker. They come out of that. And free kick, but advantage to Bell. Finds the target. And
Hey to Macy. It's going to have a ping. Oh, wobbles it forward. Perhaps could have done a bit better. Here's a chance for Bennett. So Gresh got the better of him. Just that attack forfeit. But yeah, DeMacy perhaps had a bit more time.
Yes.
Rushed his kick. So
we're about to get a late one here, Pistols, to cut the margin back to 11 points.
So you can see 25 minutes just about to tick over. 17-point margin. Gatterby boy pitches it in. Forward pocket area. Oh, the back to back. Here's a chance. Take it around the corner.
There it
by
is.
Hay. Just what they needed. So great quarter of football here. 4 goals apiece, boys.
Yep. Well done to Hay there. And hey guys, it's 11-point margin, so it should be a great last quarter coming up. Interesting to see if either team can get a late one. An important goal, the next goal, I think, boys, and should be a cracking last quarter.
So Uraidla at 6 points quarter time, 10-point margin at half time. As Jaden J said, 11-point margin now here in this third term. First semi-final action coming to you from Bohanna Oval in Adelaide Hills. So back in the centre, Clark versus Hines. Hines follows up, tackles Amato. Amato managed to get the ball. Here's the racehorse in Spry. Oh, he's run down in a big tackle. I tell you what, no beg your pardons now. It's Howe. And the free kick with a good tackle applied by Spry. He'll go to the outer side wing. Got a loose man out here. Might be Worthley is down behind player just at the edge of the screen, puts the ball forward, big defensive spoil there, comes out here to Slade, he's dispossessed. Houlihan wrapped up, Bennett's. So Bennett's actually wins a free kick, must have been too high, Jaden.
Yep.
So Daniel Bennett's the backman come forward and take the resulting free kick.
Blackwood Premiership player, Bennett's. So on the boundary here, this would get the Mount Barker crowd up and about if he kicks this, boys. So Bennett's now gives it a roost, but Uraidla comfortably smack it for her behind, and it's now a 10-point margin. About 27 minutes gone, third term.
So Redliff to bring the ball back into play. The Demons in favour of broadcast side wing. Chips the ball up in there. Schultz. Oh, the back will be Ferrari. The leaper got his hands to it. Goes to ground level. Good attack on the ball by Taylor. Equally good attack on him by Grouch with a good tackle. Ball held in there just on the edge of the 50-metre arc. So that Mount's got one more in them this term. As J&J said, 27.5 gone. So ruck duel. Clark got it down. Taylor, little quick kick away. Cricket pitch here. Here's Spry. Tries to control the ball under pressure from Worthley. Good battle that one. Umpire Brooks has ruled infringement on Cooper Spry. As I said, back in the side after a bit of a lengthy absence, and certainly has made his presence felt here this afternoon. So Spry, what's on offer, decides to go short out into Big Clark. So Angus Clark goes further afield. Schultz is the target, but over the top Ferrari didn't get to Schultz, and Ferrari is certainly his high marking ability, good strong hands. Spent some time down Dunes and Sturt. Shoulder problems, but coming good at the right time of the season. Puts it forward, a big leap there. Ball comes to ground. Is Archie lurking. Callan's with him, forces him over the boundary line, so we'll have a boundary throw in. 28.5 minutes gone, Jaden J. 10-point ball game, all set up for an exciting final term here.
Yep, long quarter this one. So can Mount Barker hold on here?
With 4 goals apiece.
So throws it in. Oh, Price smacks it forward. Callens receives it. Kicks it forward, but oh no, he spilt the mark there.
Oh, Bill, well done.
So, scrappy ball here at the moment, guys, and it's going to be a ball up. So, that was Uraidla. Doesn't really spill too many marks. Spilled that one though, and umpire balls it up.
So, ball comes in. There's Taylor. He's been important this afternoon. Puts it further afield. Price was the target. Dispossessed there. Goes to ground level. Barkeroo's defence here just desperate to hold the score in and prevent any further score. In the shadows of three-quarter time. 10-5 plays 8-7 in favour of Uraidla on the Sportel scoreboard. Ball comes out the back here. Once again, held up there. Get school of hand involved. Test the shoulder out as Amato wrapped him up. So umpire Brooks, you can see how close they are to goals. So Hines get it down to the G-Banger Grouch. Goes out wide, but could be last touch applied here. So really not a benefit there as Rudliff, as we see Dean Turlick here, just hobbling to the left of the, the right of the screen there. The coach got the top one, so I think his day is done, boys. So gets the ice and whatever. So yes, they'll have to do it without their leading forward and playing coach on the field. So ball goes. Here's a big leap. Once again, Grouch, he's been important the last few moments with a few clearances. Bouncing ball. Whistle has gone. Infringement, and it's going to come back here to Ben Clark. So Gus Clark, what have we got? 30 minutes gone, as I said, a total of 8 goals kicked. So extended quarter, but you wouldn't expect too much time left. So Clark goes out to Rudliff, still outside the 50 arc. So Rudliff shouts of get it in, and there it is. So no more score to be added. So as we said, all set up for a ring-a-ding-ding final term here. Three-quarter time, Uraidla 10-5, leading Mount Barker 8-7. We'll take a short break and be back here for the final term. Welcome back to the special Father's Day edition of the Call to All, coming to you from Balhana Oval. It's Hills Football League first semi-final, and 1 quarter of football remaining for one of these teams. The other one, they advance to the preliminary final next week against Loberful. But well, boys, you look at it, maybe too close to call at this moment. It's Uraidla 10-point margin, 10-5 to 8-7.
It's a little bit chilly now.
Yeah, both sides kicking 4 goals apiece in a pretty good third quarter. So Uraidla maintained the 10-point margin they had at half-time, Benny. So both coaches addressing their teams here, perhaps for the final time.
Roos are a real
Season.
chance here, Pistols. No Dean Turlick for the last quarter, their
Yes.
leading goal kicker, who's
just-
injured an ankle, as we picked up in that first half.
And just being the general out there on the field as well, boys, his presence.
And obviously Jesse Landers has still got a few
Yes,
minutes on
exactly,
the pine.
going off for a yellow card, so yes, you're quite right.
Roos get the first one. I mean, they stormed home last week against Loberthal in that final
Absolutely.
quarter.
Yeah, scoring 25 points to 2, so be interesting here. But Uraidla have actually won the last 3 quarters this year, so they've got good last quarter form. And the lowest ranked team in the first semi-final has won 7 times to the highest ranked team 5 times in the last 12 outings.
And I don't know if you
So-
have the stat, Jay, you usually do, in the Brownville cabinet here. The Roos record, finals record, is really not, it's rather modest over recent seasons as far as success goes in finals.
Yeah, well, obviously, went out in 2020, went out against Blackwood in 2019. Also, they lost the prelim to Onkers, so yeah, it hasn't been the
So a
best.
big chance for them, and bearing in mind, as we said, they finished bottom last year, so under coach Andrew Bruce, a chance to really make a statement here.
Yep.
So 10 points margin. So the crowd just dispersing. As you can see, Dean Turlock just hopping there in the red and blue top.
So it'll
So
be
we'll be calling the shots from the sidelines.
Big Clark up against Baxter here in the ruck. Billy Stokes, Amado, Henry Bruce, Cooper Spry. Also Taylor up against the male medalist in Callens, and umpire Dawes, the golden whistle winner, throws the ball up for this all-important final quarter in the knockout semi-final. First goal is crucial. Amado got it to Allen, and umpire Dawes says I'll have it, so slightly favouring Uraidla's scoring end, which is towards the clubroom end in this final term. Deep for them is Schultz versus Malachi Lyons is the loose player in the Roos defence. Archie versus Scuds.
Tell you what, boys, it's a lot lighter on your screen at home that you'll be watching on, and here it's getting a little bit gloomy.
Well, Wesley got the ball from Henry Bruce. He kicks the ball to the half-forward line. Flying across was Luke Thomas. Rudloff talked about his game, and that's gone out of bounds. You can tell Dean Turlick just love to be out there at the moment, but he can't. He's injured his ankle.
Frustrating for him, having to watch from the sidelines. But
Of course, Jesse Landers also off on the pine, so Clark has to ruck.
so Clark, speaking of the devil, gets the ball down, deflects out here, quick handball away for Houlihan. Arriving there, Bruce coughed up, Houlihan again over the top. That might be Allen underneath. So the umpire will come in and ball up. So interesting stages, the final term here. Hines just wrenched Clark out to win that ruck duel. As the ball goes to ground, Spry getting involved. Also Bruce again at the bottom of the pack. Picks himself up, so the big man will gather again. We'll see how they the wrestling duty go this time. So let's get a bit of push and shove. This time Clark got the ball. Bit of a Falcon there involved as well. Quick hands by Howe. Foul Grouch, swings around on the right, left towards the top of the square. Off hands, good defensive work there by Kluvenik, the swing man. Puts the ball over the boundary line, but the Roos pushing forward in the early stage this last term, Jaden J.
Yeah, two inside 50s to 0 at the moment. Is there a blood rule?
Blood roll looks like a pain coming from the ground.
Yep, they're letting the player straight on, Ethan Bell. So we've got a boundary throw in just around from the right point post at a overcast Balhanna Oval. Might have to turn the lights on. It's getting that dark at the moment.
Hopefully our cameraman hasn't turned to a block of ice on top of the fan. He was complaining about the cold there earlier.
10 points the margin. Big position for the Roos. Can they get some of their crummers around the action like Callens and co? Well, it's ball comes out here. Hay
Just trying
trying to fend off there the fitness man.
he's trying to bulldoze his way through, Goldie, but as you can see, teeth for goal. Clark, off hands. Taylor, It's like a rugby scrum there, desperation. One side trying to push a couple of metres over the line, the other one keen to defend it. So Clark Hines wrestling again. Callum
Houlihan.
got it down to Houlihan.
Ooh, lucky.
Umpire Academy boy James O'Leary right by the point post to adjudicate. So
Stoppage
slow to get up
situation in the forward pockets.
Houlihan.
Umpire Dawes will throw it up again. Rucks will go at it. Hines grabs it out the ruck. Toe pokes it into the other pocket. I think this is Billy Stokes. Ball bobbles out and we'll have a boundary throw in. So we're going from one pocket to the other.
Perhaps they were keen not to score the behind, which would give control of the ball for a kick out to the Demons, as you can see in the scoreboard there, the Sport Talk scoreboard.
Rugs are out.
Yeah, the rugs are out.
It's cold.
A couple of bottles of port over there wouldn't go astray either. Keep you warm inside. So, ball out here. Here's Paddy Kepper taking the ground. Good tackle applied by Henry Bruce.
Tommy Jett going out there as the runner.
Could we see him back in action before the end of the final series? I suppose it depends on today's result. Oh, good hands by Billy Stokes.
Damasi. He's missed.
And 3 for a minor score, but we're down to single digits here. 9-point ball game.
So Kluvenet with the kick in for Uraidla from the entry gate end. Saw a sensational goal in that third term from him. So Kluvenet kicks the ball to the half-back or the wing area. Worthley got to take that. He does on the second and the third bite. So the Roos getting good support just around there where he is. Kicks the ball long inside 50. Big pack. Paddy Kepper just throws the ball on the boot. Clearing kick high. Spoil there. And that's gone out of bounds. Centre wing.
So, come out 5 minutes gone here.
Good spoil there by Lockie Schultz.
So, desperation by both sides wishing to continue their season. So, Ruckjewel comes down here. Ball pushed forward here. Scrambly play. Held in there. The top was Worthley. So, umpire Reece Williams comes in. Slade underneath there. So, once again, the big men grab it.
Here we go.
Stolen by Cullen, sweeps out the handball out wide to Houlihan.
Look at that.
There's a bit of candy.
Slow
Geordie
motion.
goes forward. He's Kluvenet getting back. Bounce. He grabs the ball, locked up.
He dropped it.
Bennett.
Oh.
Tudor gets a quick kick out to Rudliff. And reliable all day, but dangerous there. And,
A little bit of class from Houlihan and Callens.
Kluvenet just indicating he wants something deep in the defence there.
Boundary throw in inside 50 here for the Roos. Clark versus Hines. Ball comes out for Uraidla. Oh, nice work there by Ethan Field. Long torp inside 50. Kluvenet crashes the pack. Ground level. Hines throws the ball on the boot, but that's a good smother. And I reckon that was Price.
He's down there. So in front of us, Goldie, there is not one player in the left-hand side of the screen. Half of the oval.
Jesse Landers ready to come back on shortly.
So it's if you're ready to get the ball forward, or sprint will be on to get up there. So here we go. Locked in there. He comes out towards Hay. Busses his way through. Was he legged? No, said the umpire.
It's rugby.
Spry, big tackle applied on there to stop Bruce moving forward. Yeah, rugby style. Make it a dive for the line. So, ball up. Ball comes down there.
Landers going through his limbering up, warm-up exercises, ready to come back on the ground.
I welcome him back out there, down with the versatile big bin, because they spent 10 minutes in the sin bin. So, Ruckjewel, close to the line. Down it comes again. This is just a roll.
Umpire Dawes picked something out here.
Ooh,
so we've ended that stalemate with a free kick from our Barker
High
to
tackle.
Henry Bruce.
Infringed in the tackle.
Basil with a chance.
High tackle, I reckon.
So just watch this replay. Keep your eyes on Bruce. Grabs the ball. High tackle applied by
over
Taylor.
The left shoulder.
Yes. So
that's why it's the golden whistle winner.
That's right. So Henry Bruce.
Eyes are everywhere.
Kicked the goal in the second term. So kick angle here.
Massive kick.
Has kicked 21 for the season. Our man Basil.
Massive kick. Goal. And he's he goes to the Roos, the Roos, the borders.
He pumps towards the Roos faithful.
Trying to get him behind him. Big goal.
So, just short of 8 minutes, Henry Bruce has kicked the first goal in the final term, and you can see the Roo Army there, up and about. Great pressure goal there.
So, back in the middle.
3-point ball game on the Sportal scoreboard.
8 minutes gone. That's massive.
5 inside 50-0, boys, at the moment. So, yes, Mount Barker looking in the goods at the moment. Uraidla need to respond.
Landers straight into the middle after getting the yellow card. Baxter. Now Barker need another clearance, and they'll have it here.
Yeah,
Through Henry Bruce. So Basil will kick the ball forward for Mount Barker to within 20 metres out from goal. Hines! Oh, he almost hit the mark.
Bill.
Ball hits the deck, and we're going to have a stoppage 30 metres out from Mount Barker's goal, and they're pressing 3 points down Pistols.
That's it. Two people very important here, Big Hines and also Bruce. So, Landers gets the ball down. Uraidla, hack it forward through Taylor. Ball hits deck, here's a chance for Schultz. The young man intercepted there by Grouch. He's knocked up from the tackle right in the centre circle. So desperate times now. Both sides playing for the future of their 2022 campaigns. Loser drops out, winner goes to the grand final. Over the top to Hurlahan. Sells a bit of care, and he cleverly gets to Bell. Bell on the right, hacks it forward towards the cricket net pocket, bouncing ball. First to get better Kluvenek, taps it in the direction of a teammate down Ferrari. He goes to ground. No real prior, as he was set upon by a couple of Roos there. So
10 minutes gone. Roos are coming. 3 points the margin. They've got the ball in the forward line, which they've had for the opening 10 minutes in this final quarter, with a goal to Henry Bruce in that forward pocket. So stoppage situation, bit of aerial ping pong sort of work. Almost a throw in the ruck. Rucks will go at it again. Umpire Dawes doing a good job controlling the play. Landers won that one down. Is that a free kick? No, not seen that way. And Billy Stokes.
So edge of the 50-metre arc. Landers this top. Allen did the ruck quick, crashing his way through his road lift. Getting a vital hand there was Callens, close to Banyan. Well done by Callens. Got back to Bruce. Goes inboard a handball to the run of a teammate down Howe. Bouncing ball forward is Thomas, who was so good in that first half. He's set upon. I tell you what's no holds barred.
Can we just get the camera on the side here? A couple of rude players with their hands on their heads. Dale Payne's got the head beautifully wrapped up there. Pistols like a mummy.
The mummy returns.
Clearing kick out of defence from Luke Thomas. Mount Barker just not able to stop that ball coming out. Todd Price takes the mark, so Uraidla can move the ball along the wing situation. Clark's the target. Roscoe Brooks as well. Lockie Schultz sees the ball out. So
I tell you what, if we can just get a shot down the line again, I tell you that's reminiscent, if we can just see him in the distance, the Michael Way's headgear back in the 80s. Number 7, you see there.
Number 7 for Mount Barker.
Yeah,
he'll be on showing.
With the helmet.
So boundary throw in centre wing, outer side. It's 3 points to margin. 12 minutes gone. Final quarter in the knockout semi-final. Winner goes into the preliminary final against Lobethal. Here's a chance for Uraidla. Kick forward by Taylor. Schultz almost took the mark. Goes and gets it again. The clever youngster there, but it's held up. Roland Archie, the tackler.
Yeah, Grouch there. Just couldn't get his hands free for the scoreboard, for the handball away. Good tackle by Archie. So right on the 50-metre arc now at the other end of the ground. Clark gets it out to Taylor. Those two are combined well, but put it straight down the throat of the skipper and Ross Brooks. So Roscoe go. Centre of the ground, gives it to Grouch. Thought about going off, but held up there by Rudolph. So goes a short kick to Bell, who's starting to get into the game. So Ethan Bell nurses it forward. Good mark taken there. He's had 50 on Billy Stokes. Good to see him back in the lineup. So Stokes nurses it forward. This kick's important. Comes out here. Worthley caught up, gives it back to Bell. Bell has a set shot.
Houlihan.
Top of the square. Houlihan got his hands to it.
Damasi
as he done something special. But closes the margin.
2 points.
2-point ball game.
Oscar Walters back on the ground for Uraidla. Price having a bit of a spell. So Luke Thomas. Good momentum for the Roos. Trailing by 2 points. The scoreboard's lit up. It's very overcast. Might have to have the lights on, as I said. Kluvenek tries to flick it on. Well, Landers does. Free kick for the Roos.
A chance getting that dark, the zinc cream on Hartland's nose is starting to shine out. Goldie, so he gets the handball.
Yep, he
across
goes
here.
to Ethan Field, goes
Field.
to Hartland. Hartland sweeping handball to Henry Bruce. He's lifting. Basil. Tumble punt inside 50. Houlihan. And Henry Bruce wants to spell.
You just see Hurland too when he took that sliding mark, Goldie. If we can send the replay here, it's Field. Back to Hartland. To Bruce. Just watch Houlihan. No real pressure on that right arm as he took that sliding mark.
Well, if he can kick this, they will be in front as Dale Payne comes on the ground with the head nicely wrapped up there. Bit of cone head sort of stuff.
Yes, right, great movie. Dan Aykroyd, one of my favourites. So.
We'll let the crowd do the talking here. Pistols. Oh, well, no need for that. Houlihan kicked it straight in the man on the mark. He'll snap for goal anyway. Oh, diving across there. Uraidla not conceding a point.
Yeah, Kluvenek brings it back out here over the top. Here's Hartland again. That's how it's all happening here at Boanna Oval.
Crowd not need to talk there.
It's a say, Jane. It's a ring-a-ding-ding.
Sure is.
It's the crowd. You can see
out.
the tenseness. You can sense the tenseness in the crowd here. So, Academy Life member James O'Leary pitches the ball back in. Callan's in front. Baxter involved. High kick away, goes straight up in the air. Spry taps it forward. First to get there will be Slade.
Twice.
Oh, great
Dragged
tackle.
across
He's
the ground.
ragdolled there by Callans.
Well, pop his shoulder out being dragged like that.
Indeed he could.
Stoppage situation just around from Uraidla's coaching staff and also the supporters. They're making plenty of noise trying to will the Roos onto a preliminary final against Lobethal. Amato, that's gone right up in the tree.
Nearly spilt the beer.
So they're keen to move it on quickly. Worthley goes to a short pass over the top to Ryan Babasi. I was going to say he could go, but he tumbles and short pass, finds Ethan Field. So Field, next kick's important. Almost went, then decided not to. So he's going to go back, give himself some time, and he's got Dale Payne on.
So that's the direction he goes. Cricket net pocket. Here's Rudliff. It's taken high. No,
Ooh.
shrugs off the tackle. He got support from Kepper, but chose to go by the boot. Here's Scuds. This will be important. Brings the ball to ground. And held in there. Just got the sense if the Demons got that ball out then, they were off. So, tension mounts here.
Lights are on, we like that.
Midway through the last quarter. Lights on at Balhanna Oval. Archie trying to thread his way through under pressure there from Howe. Howe wins a free kick. So the young Barkaroo nurses it forward. Finds Bell. They're since working into the game.
They are
Goes.
surging Roos at the moment.
So Bell, high kick forward, wanting a grab here. Off hands, desperate work at the back of the pack there. Holding it is Landers.
Inside 50 here for Mount
And
Barker.
Houlihan, some tired bodies here. You can see Houlihan once again grimacing. He'll play it out though. He knows a spot in the preliminary finals on the line here. Going to ground there, peeling for the free is Worthley. Umpire Dawes comes in to see Houlihan just to the right there.
Yep, ball
Not
up
happy.
situation, inside 50 for the Roos. Bell, what can he do in this situation? Does he earn a free kick? Oh, he's given away a free kick. And it's going for Uraidla. So they're just hanging on here, Uraidla, at the moment. Their defence, very reliable. Proving that at the moment. Amato goes into the back pocket area, finds Michael Tudor. Tudor with a little short pass might be costly here for the Uraidla defence.
Oh.
Here's Mount Barker.
Hey.
Tomasi just has to kick a goal and he's missed. Out of
He's
bounds
missed
on the
everything.
full.
This has got everything.
Uraidla just hanging on here in defence. 2 points up. 18 minute mark.
Once again, the quarter while coming to when the close games. You've got a Father's Day ring-a-ding-ding here. Ball out here. Archie, can he spin free? Gets a high handball. Intercept by the Roos. Gets to a teammate there. Runs, I think it's Taylor. He's beset by a couple of Roos. Bit of push and shove there. Don't give away anything stupid at this point of the game, boys. So umpire Williams sets it up. Leaper is Baxter. Gets the ball down. then follows up at ground level. The big man doing it all. He's locked in by Slade, so once again the ruckman will gather Landers and Baxter.
Three of the best on the bench for Mount Barker at the moment. Henry Bruce, Billy Stokes and Samuel Callens all keen to get back into the action.
I tell you what, we had a 30-minute quarter last one, J&J. We've only had one goal kicked in this term compared to 8.
Scotty Taylor, that's last touch, Mount Barker ball. So that'll go to Malachi Lyons, one of the best users in the Roos lineup. Let's see if that causes a turnover. No, it won't. It kicks the ball half forward line. High flyer, free kick. Mount Barker. Alrighty, who we got? Well, I said he's one of the best users for the Roos. Kicked in the man on the mark with the last kick. So let's see what he does here.
49 goals for the season, boys, but has hit the one this afternoon.
Love to get his 50th.
Pulling
Right
up
now,
his-
wouldn't he, guys?
Callens on the ground. He might even get a little bit of handball action here. No.
Timmy Jenkins style.
So Jordan Houlihan to put Mount Barker in front. Gives it a real hoik. It's a goal! Mount Barker have hit the lead. And they get around him. Wow. 19-minute gone. Mount Barker hit the lead. Is that for the first time in the match,
I was just
Pistols?
thinking that, yes, Kasachi. Yeah, I think 1-1 to 1 goal early on, so it'll be for the second time for the day, I'd suggest. Early in the first term, I'd reckon. So great finish by Jordan Houlihan, who's a noted goal kicker. So now, can the Demons respond to gloomy conditions? Bit of forward browse here on the side, and the Demons camp back in the centre. Hines gets it down. Here's the reply. So they take the ball out of centre through Allen. Clever outside kick.
Oh, how?
Dropped there by Howard.
Oh, he dragged it in. He dragged that in.
Umpire Brooks says play on. Bit of push and shove, and the crowd really get involved here. It's
Ooh.
about 3,000 umpires here on the sideline, Goldie.
He dragged that in. 20 minutes gone. Mount Barker in front by 4 points.
Too high.
And the free kick for the Roos to Billy Stokes in the lineup today, as you can see, heavily. Oh, he's gone! Oh, like a thief in the night. Oh, this is out of control at the moment. So Amato, meantime, will kick the ball forward.
So Nick Amato, the skipper, he sensed what was going on. Bit undecided here. He's forced to kick the ball wide.
Out on the fall into the club
And
rooms.
with that, into the club rooms. Didn't go on the roof, did it Callington style. But I tell you what, that's an interesting just question to the umpire, because they're both making decisions here. But anyway, so this time, Worthley, back pocket area. Puts it up high. Landers loves out. So was Bennett.
Oh, good work.
Stokes, good work. Effective work forward by Mason Babasi. Ball comes out here. There's a chance. Kepper, long handball, finds Rudliff. Goes inside 50. Worthley kept on the back of the...
Oh, he spoiled his own man.
Teammate.
He spoiled his own teammate.
Ball comes out and he's stunned at the moment, Worthley, as it was cleaned up by Hay. He's got a bit of a habit of cleaning up his teammates, he did earlier in the game.
Inside 50 here for Uraidla, 30 metres out from goal. Clark hasn't been down this end of the ground for most of the quarter. Gradually moving forward here for Uraidla now at the 22-minute mark. 4 points to margin, so maybe about 4 minutes left. Roscoe Brooks tries to clear it. The male medalist and Callens is wrapped up in the tackle by Worthley.
I tell you what, Goldie can cut the
Ice or whatever.
air with a knife. Tension.
It's
Well, it
tense.
probably is ice out there. Here we go, Clark. Oh, Worthley tried something over the head. He's dispossessed, trying to bully his way through there.
Preliminary final appearance against Lopez
Well,
who up
Hay.
for grabs.
So, we're about 20 metres out from Uraidla's goal front. They trail by 4 points. Comes out here. Allen, can he do some magic? Ball comes to ground. Callens feeds out Ryan Babasi.
Free kick.
Free kick has been paid.
Male medalist.
To the male medalist, always a favourite of the umpires. So, Sammy Callens.
Joel Murphy medalist. Last two, best and fairest from Mount Barker in the A grade. Loves his basketball. Kicks it outside the defensive 50. Big pack forms. Mount Barker just trying to get the ball here. Worthley.
Well done.
How's he going to go against two Uraidla players? Not too bad. Is that a free kick? Umpire blindsided.
Oh, you can see here, assistant coach Peter Sutton just not happy with that decision.
Wow.
Nervous. Umpires are nervous, timekeepers are nervous, assistant coaches are nervous, commentators are nervous. Hey, strong tackle applied on Allen there. So, come out to 23 minutes gone. Barkaroos hanging on by 4 points.
Yep, half forward line here for Uraidla. Hines versus Landers. Nice work by Hines, and that's not on the full. That is not on the full. No, it wasn't.
So,
No,
the Academy boy,
no.
umpire Brooks
That
O'Leary.
dribbled along the
There'll be a
ground.
ball in.
No.
So the Uraidla crowd. Could be a lynching party here tonight. So, the throw in. Landers, Hines. Landers gets it down.
Oh, no!
Like a thief in the night, as you said, puts it.
Oh!
Finds Allen. Like to measure that, but obviously went the bare distance required. So,
Don't tell me we've got another kick
Harry
after. Let's have a
Allen.
look at this. Amato just running straight at it. 24. What we've got on that?
Douglas here. The cameraman be right behind Harry Allen, the most important kick of the season by him.
He's a great kick of the football.
He's kicked 2 already.
He's
And
missed
there's
it.
Spade
Oh, he's kicked it!
Spade
It came back at the last minute.
What a game of football we have here. Their only score for the quarter is a goal. Nick Amato appealing. How long to go?
Unbelievable.
So, the Demons back in front. 2-point ball game here on the Sportal scoreboard. Hills footy at its best. 10-9 plays 11-5.
Well, Tommy Jepp's gone out there. I reckon maybe a minute or so left, still pissing. So time for the Roos to get another goal. They need a clearance here. So wrapped up in the middle of the ground was Billy Stokes. They're pushing all the players up to the midfield. They managed to get that goal that they needed after Mount Barker hit the lead through Houlihan. Need a clearance here, Mount Barker, from the stoppage. There it is! Uraidla have won with the last kick of the match. Unbelievable. Through to the preliminary final, we'll play Lobethal.
And every picture tells a story. Dean Turlick, the playing coach, hobbling out. Be interesting to see if he comes up for next week. Jubilation in one camp and complete devastation in the other. Barkaroos. Uraidla's only scoring shot for the term, and what the pressure on Harry Allen. Geez, Goldie, how good is Hills football? We had a 1-point margin in the preliminary final in Country Division yesterday. A kick after the siren to win the game.
Well,
5 points.
Andrew
yesterday,
Bruce is going to have a chat to the umpires.
and here we are too.
Oh no, just congratulating them. I thought he was going to have a word to them. No, all good. Well, can we have a look at that last kick again, Tommy? Nick Amato set himself on that contest and kicked the ball forward, and Harry Allen. The rest is now history. That's the match winner.
Great work there. Cameraman John Douglas just capturing the moment. And also the crowd, you can see the jubilation. Fantastic game of football. As we always say, it's sad that it's got to be a winner or a loser, but that's what sport's all about. It's Jaden Jay is lurking as he does Benny. I wonder what he'll come up with. Looks like he's got his nomination for most effective player. And I tell you what, there was some pretty good, brave efforts out there this afternoon, so no doubt. The astute Jaden Jay. It's all right. We're with the program now, so we'll cross out to Jaden J. Hill.
Here with Nathan Ridley. Great job, mate. Well done. Here's the beanie for you. The covered dartfish beanie, most effective player. Congrats on the win, mate. Just take us through it.
Oh, well, we were up all game and then, yeah, they come back and pretty good game, so, yeah.
Just take us through your game, mate. You and Luke Thomas obviously have all things covered across half-back. Just take us through your combination with him.
Well, he's a bit quicker than me, so usually I just say, you go spare, I'll take the man. But, yeah,
Fair enough. Just take us through what the message was at three-quarter time. Obviously, you had the lead. You knew Mount Barker were coming. Obviously, they had a big last quarter against Lobethal last week. Just take us through what the message was at three-quarter time.
Well, they started to get a run on, so we really wanted to play Uri footy where we just dive on it, contest after contest, and then win it that way.
What was the message during the week? Obviously, both teams had 1-1 against each other this year. Just take us through what the feeling was like, especially after the win against Blackwood last week.
Yeah, it was a tough one because if you let them play the way they want to, hit the inside, they can really turn it on and play well. But we knew if we played our style, we could get the job done as well. So going into the game, we knew it was going to be tough, and we just had to get the job done.
Yeah, you got Lobethal next week. I'm not sure if you watched the game yesterday, but that was a tight one as well. What's your thoughts on Lobethal? And yeah, just take us through what the week's going to be like going to a prelim final.
Yeah, it'll be a good week. It'll be exciting. Their midfield is elite, the big bodies. If we can sort of try to make a contest with them, hopefully we can get the win.
I was in the exact same position as last year. Anything different, I guess, from last year at all, or just sort of the same?
No, it's pretty much the same. Our young lads are obviously got another year of experience under them, so that helps with depth and all of that stuff. So, yeah.
We'll go out making your performance and on the win. Great job. Good luck for next week.
Work, Jaden.
Yep, Nathan Rudliff, very good performer and consistent performer at Uraidla defence, and I've certainly...
Got a few comments coming in here, Pistols. Nathan Schwartz says, good to see Cooper Spry back in the guts. Daniel Stock said, someone man up on the Bruce kid. Well, that's when Henry was dominant. Harry Allen, you superstar. Crystal Sutton enjoyed the win. Great goal, great win. Up the D's from Mac James. So they're through to the preliminary final in the rematch of last year.
Because you mentioned
Lobethal.
And of course you mentioned that Daniel Stock, and
yeah, well,
he was the hero yesterday, kicking that goal after the siren for Meadows to win the preliminary final by 1 point. So Harry Allen, as we just took through the goal kickers here, boys, for Harry Allen. What a good final series. He has a total now of 7 in 2 games, 4 last week, 3 today. Dean Turlick with 2. Be interested to see, as we said, if he comes up, because left the ground with an ankle injury. And Nick Amato with 2. Singles to Archie, Clark, Kluvenik, Oscar Walters, and didn't he love that one, little hockey? And for a game Mount Barker side, we had doubles to Bruce and Hines, singles to Howe, Stokes, DeMacy, Payne, Hay, and Houlihan, the goal that put him in front, but ultimately...
Evie Porter says, wow, another close game. Well done, Uraidla. Good call, guys. Thanks very much for that.
Thank you very much.
Oh, someone's hopefully still with us.
But Jaden J, just some of the stats that matter in what's been an enthralling first semi-final.
Oh yeah, what a game of footy. How good is country footy? The inside 50 count was was 16-6 in that last quarter, I believe, and yeah, just a great last quarter. Obviously, you knew Mount Barker were coming, but yeah, as Nathan said, just had to hold on, Uraidla, and yeah, great last goal there. And yeah, that's now the 8th time that the lowest ranked team since 2010 has won the first semi-final. So the 8th time. So obviously it was 7-5 coming into this game, and now it's 8-5 in the last 13 since 2010. So yeah, what a game of footy. Obviously a 5-point margin yesterday, and a 2-point margin, and yeah, I can't wait for the prelim next week, and obviously the country grand final between Gumrack and Meadows. So, how good.
So now 8-18 head-to-head in finals.
Yes.
And once again, as we said, they've turned on some great battles in the past, Jaden. So today goes down further into the annals of history.
Exactly. So, yes, you always know you're going to get a great contest between Mount Barker and Uraidla, especially in finals, and hopefully we get a good contest between Uraidla and Lobethal next week, Pistols.
And the Roos, no doubt the result, they'll be gutted, but when you look at it, 2 finals, and they've lost by a total of 7 points, boys. 5 points last week when they stormed home. A goal, if you remember, Houlihan fumbled that mark in the square, they kicks the goal, totally different scenario. Wouldn't even be playing today, and here you have them picked by 2 points with virtually the last kick of the day. So
yeah,
it's a tough game, footy.
Yeah, sure is. You know, Uraidla, obviously we loving it tonight. Obviously winning the B grade as well. So
yeah,
so they'll be up and about down there. So
won't be too much joy in Gawler Street tonight.
No.
Barker, Benny.
No, not at all.
So, Yes, well done to you, Uraidla. Just a live score.
Yes, Jade.
Meningi, 12-7-79, leading Tail and Ben 6-6-42. 3 minutes gone in the last quarter. So what a game that is. Obviously, Meningi, like you said, keeping their...
the River Murray.
club alive at the moment.
But, because they're combining next year with BDT. So, keep the dream going, the Bears.
Yes, they are, If they win that, they'll play Imperials next week.
Fantastic. All right, once again, it's been a brilliant weekend of footy here on the Call of the Wild.
Timmy Glover.
As usual, there's...
Is he going to have a final word for 2022? I think he might.
We'll just bring him in here, one of the great men, past president. We'll just get him in here.
Here he comes. Come on, Tim.
Past president, and of course the voice of Mount Barker at their home games. We'll
Tim.
just get him in for a perspective of, 30 seconds to go, mate. What do you say?
Not like you can say, Pistols. I mean, you can sit back and analyse the game, but at the end of the day, it's finished how it has. So, I think the boys, they really dug deep in that second half. Uraidla they were good all day. They were certainly good in the first half, but the boys dug deep, and at the end of the day, what was it? 2 points. So, unfortunately, today it wasn't our day. It's one of those heartbreaking kicks, and we've seen, we saw it yesterday, obviously in the Div 2 final as well. But hey, look, we got to take the positives out. It's easy to be philosophical this time of the year, but
last year,
100%. So the boys, under Brucey have done a good job to work back, and we've played a lot of kids and a lot of players through the A grade side this year. So as disappointing as it is, we've got to look forward.
We were just talking a minute ago about the fluctuating fortunes of football, Tim. Chances were taken late in that game last week. Kick a goal, you wouldn't be in this situation. 5 points last week, lose by 2 today with virtually the last kick of the day. It's a cruel game. So 7-point ball game over your final series.
Absolutely, 100%. And as I said, you don't want to pick moments in the game, but you would have got pretty good odds of Jordan Houlihan kicking that goal in the last quarter, and he kicked into the man on the mark. So I'm not singling him out, but as I said, as you just said then, 7 points across 2 games in the finals, and I think that the heartbreak comes that it's a straight sets deal again. But as I said, we've got to be philosophical, and we've got to look at the positives. It's been a horror day in the sense that the 16s went out, and it's been a ripping day for Uraidla. The 16s got up in the Uri game, obviously in the B grade game and in the A grade game. So not sure what it is with Mount Barker and Uraidla, but look, as I said, plenty of positives. It'll hurt, but it's like anything, mate. We've got to look forward, and if you keep looking back, you don't go forward. So
very philosophical there.
That's why it's the MC.
That's why he's the main man, Timmy.
So no, we'll as I said, we'll look forward. It's been a great year, like all clubs should. It's there's a lot of people that are involved in putting the teams on the park. So we've still got 14s and 18s in, so not all is lost. And as I said, we'll as a club we'll regroup, but we'll get around the 2 teams that are still playing, and look forward to hopefully playing a couple of grand finals in a couple of weeks' time. So
good on you, Timmy. And I tell you what, the boys can hold their heads very high. Some of the young guys today, certainly in the finals, called in the finals, football stood strong, that's for sure. So all good positives for the future for the Mount Barker Footy Club.
Absolutely, and well done to you two boys. I know I rib you a lot, and you too, Jaden. It's a fantastic service, I'll call it, that you boys bring to the Hills footy. So we're very thankful to have you. So I'm going to go and drown my sorrows, but appreciate. It was a cheeky little laugh there, Ben.
Oh no, I don't know why I did that. It was a nervous
that's all right.
laugh.
That's a nervous laugh. That's all good. As I said, you boys do a ripping job. Jaden, you've got better with your stats and got the names right later in the season. It's been fantastic. So I look forward to another big weekend of footy with you boys next week.
Thank you very much, Tim. And what makes our coverage so great that we have such great people as you come and spend a bit of time with us. So.
You're making me feel better already, Pistols.
Just make sure you're making it to work tomorrow, because you don't want Nugget to carry the load.
Well, mate, it's a funny thing we talk about work
just
tomorrow.
Just give us a plug. How things going at Ramsey's?
Ramsey Brothers going along very, very nicely, but number 14 for Uraidla, one of our better apprentices, and I shouldn't group them
right?
like that. Yeah, young Jacob Ferrari, mate. He's a Ramsey Brothers boy and does a fantastic job. So,
and just a result that you might be interested in, Jaden J, the man with stats, was just giving us the update. Meningi doing it well over Tail and Bend.
Oh, there we go.
So, There you go.
A lot of good customers down there too.
There you
so
go. So you
might be up and about. We might have to
sell
send
a few
Nugget
extra-
down there tomorrow.
Sell a few tractors tomorrow, mate.
Absolutely. I love it the way you think about us. So, yeah, no, all good at Ramsey Brothers. And as I said, young Jacob, a brilliant young man, and no doubt he'll be up and about. I just hope he doesn't ask for a day off to get ready for next week. So,
A couple of weeks' time, he might ask for a day off.
well, I did shock him on Thursday when I said to him, Jacob, you do realise you're on call on Sunday.
You should have got someone to ring up. So
Yeah, it would have been nice, but exactly right. I need you to get out of here
Down
now.
at Cooman Duke or somewhere, mate. Get him down there.
Exactly. So, no, all good, boys.
Right,
You
Tim.
enjoy, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you, Tim.
Timmy Glover there joining us, and we'll probably just echoing the sentiments of all the Mount Barker supporters. It's, as I said, tough game footy, but that's what makes it so good for sure. So anyway, boys, thanks to our big thanks to worldwide Call of the Wild stream supporters, media sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish, of course Hills Football League sponsors, Police Credit Union, West End Sports Power, Sharon, the Courier Newspaper, Rosdale Homes and the MAC, and of course a special thanks to Closey Supermarkets for their exclusive sponsorship of the HFL final stream coverage, and also mention of the support of Sportal, producing the world's leading scoreboard display technology right here in SA. So, well, big day of footy. Been a big couple of weeks of footy. That's the last of the double dose, Jane. Especially here on Father's Day. But we must thank all our special guests who've joined us over the weekend. Thank you once again for Tomia. Great work by you, the producer, with everything.
Have you got your selfie?
Neither in doubt.
Come on,
Give yourself
Tommy.
a
Can you
selfie.
put yourself up?
Yeah.
To see the faceless man who does everything.
Have that on hand.
There you go, wrong screen. Give him as you say, you talk them up, Goldie, and they'll let you down. It's the wrong slide up. But
There we go.
There we go.
All the best to
Because,
James.
Jimmy.
And James Davis is usually here, but in filling a big shoes to fill, we have to get a slide of the boss. But Johnny Douglas doing the job today for us on the roof. Hopefully he's thawed out. He hasn't turned into a block of ice, but. Anyway, and also good work for you, Jaden J.
Cheers, thanks, Bristles. What a great game of footy again. Love close country games, and well done to your Uraidla. So it should be a great weekend next weekend.
Yeah, and of course you, Benny, for your good work. Now, next week, huge day. Well, huge Saturday. Super Saturday, that's a term of
Super
use,
Saturday.
So why not? Next week, Tommy. And
I've got a long way to travel.
Tommy's excited already. Look,
I've got to
grand
get
final
on.
day, country division.
I've got to get on my
Macclesfield.
push bike.
Macclesfield.
Yep.
So Meadows, Gumaraka playing for the big flag there, and also all the minor grades
And
will be covered.
We'll be joined
Yes.
out at Macclesfield by one of the greats. Matt Gardner will join us for special comments.
Premiership player.
Multiple, big man, loves it. So he's keen to get involved. So Gardner's going to join us.
He's in the league ripped, one of the nice guys. So Matty Gardner, well, we look forward to that. And, you can have the best of both worlds. You can follow the country division and also Division 1, because that'll be live streamed as well.
Yep.
Over at Heathfield Oval.
And you have an equally big name.
Oh,
couple of big names.
have it all.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll know it when you tune in.
Yeah, check your local guides during the week to find out the coverage. But two big games on the one day, so 2 for 1 offer, Jane. Just
how
like
good.
the show last night.
Yeah, how good. Yes.
All right, thanks for joining us, and don't forget for all the latest on HFL happenings, tune into the award-winning Huddle, reformed on Wednesday nights on 88.9 FM. And of course, as I said, we'll do it all.
And the award-winning 88.9 FM. Yep.
Yes, awards everywhere.
Yep.
Awards everywhere. So
Alrighty.
very good. All right, so until we catch you then, on behalf of the team, Jeff Pistola signing off. Thanks for watching us on Filming Footy. Keep chasing your goals, and as we say today, love your dad. Bye for now.